That would be too risky, Commander. The satellite is heavily shielded, and any attempt to destroy it could trigger an even more powerful, uncontrolled psychological backlash. We need a non-kinetic solution, something that targets its core functionality. Elena, listening to their exchange, had a sudden, terrifying realization. The parasitic entity fed on discord, on negative emotions. Its power was derived from humanity's suffering. If they could starve it, if they could collectively deny it its sustenance, it would wither and die. "It's a collective act of will," Eleanor exclaimed, her voice cutting through the tension. "The harmonic resonance isn't just about peace, it's about positive collective emotion. If humanity can collectively choose love over hate, empathy over fear, unity over division, it will starve the parasite. It will sever its connection. But how do you orchestrate a global act of collective will in the midst of a psychological assault? How do you inspire billions to choose love when they are being bombarded with fear? Sarah, ever the storyteller, saw the answer. We need a symbol, a moment, a global event that transcends language and culture, a shared experience of unity and hope, something that will resonate with the deepest parts of the human spirit. Alistair, remembering the power of shared human experience, the collective strength he had witnessed in moments of crisis, began to formulate a plan. It would require a global broadcast, a message of hope and unity amplified by Elena's counter-frequency and delivered by a voice that could inspire billions. It was a desperate gamble, a last-ditch effort to awaken humanity to its true potential, to collectively choose its destiny. Commander Vane, despite his military pragmatism, recognized the profound truth in Elena's words. This was not a battle for territory or resources, it was a battle for the very soul of humanity. He agreed to provide the global broadcast infrastructure, leveraging every available satellite and communication network. The world would hear the message, and the choice would be theirs. The silent war had reached its ultimate climax, a cosmic showdown for the heart of humanity. Chapter 35. The global broadcast was humanity's last stand, a desperate plea for unity against the parasitic entity's relentless psychological assault. Alistair, Sarah, and Eleanor, along with Commander Vane and Dr. Aris Thorne, worked in a feverish race against time, orchestrating an event that would either save humanity or condemn it. Sarah, with her unparalleled ability to craft compelling narratives, wrote the core message. It was a simple, yet profound call to action, a plea for empathy, a reminder of shared humanity, and a direct challenge to the fear and division being amplified by the parasitic entity. She chose a diverse group of global figures to deliver segments of the message: scientists, artists, spiritual leaders, and ordinary citizens, each voice adding to the chorus of unity. Elena, meanwhile, integrated her refined counter-frequency into the global broadcast. It was designed to ride the waves of the message, subtly amplifying its emotional resonance, creating a protective shield against the parasitic entity's insidious whispers. She also worked on a visual component, a series of fractal patterns and harmonic frequencies that would visually represent the concept of unity and interconnectedness, designed to bypass the mind virus's cognitive distortions. Alistair, coordinating with Commander Vane, ensured the broadcast's technical integrity and global reach. Every satellite, every communication network, every available screen on Earth was commandeered for this singular event. It was an unprecedented act of global cooperation, a testament to the fragile unity that had been forged in the crucible of crisis. As the broadcast began, the world held its breath. The parasitic entity, sensing the monumental counter-effort, intensified its psychological assault. Fear and doubt surged, threatening to overwhelm the nascent hope. But as the diverse voices of humanity began to speak, as the fractal patterns pulsed with Elena's counter-frequency, something shifted. The message was simple: choose love, choose empathy, choose unity. It was a direct appeal to the deepest, most fundamental aspects of human nature, a challenge to rise above the manufactured discord. The visual harmonics designed by Elena resonated with a primal part of the human brain, bypassing the cognitive distortions of the mind virus. Slowly, imperceptibly at first, the tide began to turn. Individuals bombarded by fear found a quiet strength within themselves. The whispers of doubt began to recede, replaced by a growing sense of connection, a shared understanding. The harmonic resonance of anomaly alpha, which had been fluctuating wildly, began to stabilize, its energy signature strengthening with each flicker of hope, each act of empathy. Commander Vane, watching the global response from his command center, felt a lump form in his throat. The world, against all odds, was choosing unity. The images pouring in from around the globe were astonishing. People holding hands across former divides, spontaneous acts of kindness, collective moments of silent reflection. The parasitic entity's power, derived from discord, was being starved. Dr. Aris Thorne, monitoring the cloaked satellite, reported a dramatic decrease in its interference. The mind virus, deprived of its sustenance, was weakening, its insidious whispers fading into the background noise. The parasitic entity, unable to feed on humanity's discord, was beginning to wither. The global broadcast culminated in a moment of shared silence, a collective breath taken by billions. In that moment, humanity made its choice. It was not a perfect choice, not a complete transformation, but it was a decisive step, a powerful affirmation of its collective will. The parasitic entity's final assault had been repelled not by weapons, but by empathy, by unity, by the sheer, undeniable power of human connection. The silent war had been won, and humanity, bruised but resolute, had taken its first true step towards its cosmic destiny. Chapter 36. The aftermath of the global broadcast was a period of profound introspection and cautious rebuilding. The parasitic entity, though weakened, was not entirely vanquished. Its cloaked satellite remained in the outer solar system, a silent, malevolent observer, its mind virus still capable of subtle influence if humanity faltered. The victory was not absolute, but it was a decisive turning point, a clear affirmation of humanity's collective will. Elena, now a celebrated figure, continued to refine her counter-frequency, transforming it into a global cognitive shield. This shield, broadcast through a network of newly established orbital platforms, worked to actively filter out the parasitic entity's residual influence, while simultaneously amplifying the positive, unifying signals from anomaly alpha. It was a constant vigilance, a technological and spiritual defense against the insidious whispers of discord. Sarah, her journalistic mission now expanded to chronicling humanity's journey towards cosmic consciousness, focused on documenting the ongoing transformation. She highlighted the challenges, the setbacks, but also the countless acts of courage, empathy, and innovation that defined this new era. Her stories became a vital part of the global narrative, reminding humanity of its shared purpose and its collective strength. Alistair, working closely with Commander Vane, oversaw the establishment of the Global Harmony Initiative, a worldwide program dedicated to fostering peace, understanding, and sustainable development. It was a monumental undertaking, requiring the dismantling of old systems and the creation of new ones, all guided by the principles of unity and cooperation. His military precision and strategic thinking proved invaluable in navigating the complex logistical and political challenges. Commander Vane, now a global statesman, dedicated his life to ensuring the fragile peace endured. He understood that the battle for humanity's soul was an ongoing process, a continuous struggle against its own destructive impulses. He worked tirelessly to integrate the insights from Anomaly Alpha into global policy, advocating for a future where technology served humanity's highest ideals rather than its basest desires. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading an international team of scientists, continued to unlock the secrets of Anomaly Alpha. The terraforming device, now fully stabilized, began its subtle work of planetary regeneration. The Earth's atmosphere slowly began to heal, its oceans to cleanse, its ecosystems to flourish. It was a gradual process, but the signs of renewal were undeniable, a tangible testament to the power of collective action. However, the parasitic entity, though weakened, was not idle. Dr. Thorne detected subtle probes, faint energy pulses emanating from the cloaked satellite, attempting to bypass Elena's cognitive shield. It was a probing action, a test of humanity's defenses, a search for new vulnerabilities. The entity was adapting, learning, and waiting for its next opportunity. "It's like a predator circling its prey," Dr. Thorne reported to Elena, his voice grim. "It's not attacking directly, but it's looking for an opening. It's waiting for us to falter, to succumb to our old ways." Elena knew that this was the true test. The initial victory had been won, but the war for humanity's consciousness was far from over. They had to remain vigilant, to continue to strengthen humanity's cognitive defenses, and to foster a global culture of empathy and understanding. The silent war had entered a new phase, a prolonged struggle for the heart and mind of humanity against an ancient, patient foe. Chapter 37. The Global Harmony Initiative, under Alistair's meticulous guidance, began to transform the world. Former military bases were repurposed into centers for sustainable agriculture and renewable energy research. Displaced soldiers found new purpose in ecological restoration projects, their discipline and organizational skills now directed towards healing the planet. The shift was monumental, but the ingrained habits of millennia were not easily shed. Sarah, ever the keen observer of human nature, documented the triumphs and tribulations of this transition. She wrote about the initial resistance from communities accustomed to conflict, the economic dislocations caused by rapid demilitarization, and the psychological challenges of adapting to a world without enemies. But she also highlighted the inspiring stories of resilience, innovation, and the burgeoning sense of global community. Her narratives became a vital historical record, a testament to humanity's capacity for change. Elena, meanwhile, continued her work on the cognitive shield, constantly refining its algorithms to counter the parasitic entity's subtle probes. She discovered that the entity was attempting to exploit not just fear and division, but also complacency. As humanity settled into a fragile peace, the entity sought to lull them into a false sense of security, to subtly reintroduce old patterns of thought and behavior. "It's like a slow poison," Elena explained to Alistair and Sarah. "It's not a direct attack, but a gradual erosion of our collective will. It wants us to forget the lessons we've learned, to slip back into our old ways." Alistair recognized the tactic. It was a classic intelligence strategy: wear down the enemy, exploit their weaknesses, and wait for an opening. He knew that vigilance was paramount, that the fight for humanity's consciousness was an ongoing marathon, not a sprint. Commander Vane, now focused on global security in a demilitarized world, understood the insidious nature of this new threat. He established a global early warning system designed to detect any resurgence of the parasitic entity's influence, any subtle shift in global sentiment that hinted at a return to discord. It was a network of human and artificial intelligence, constantly monitoring the pulse of humanity. Dr. Aris Thorne, continuing his work on Anomaly Alpha, made a startling discovery. The terraforming device was not just healing Earth, it was also subtly altering human biology. The harmonic resonance, while primarily affecting consciousness, was also stimulating dormant genes, enhancing cognitive abilities, and promoting a deeper connection to the natural world. It was a gradual evolutionary shift, guided by the alien caretakers. "It's preparing us," Dr. Thorne reported to Elena, his voice filled with awe. "Preparing us for a new stage of evolution, a new relationship with the cosmos. It's not just about saving the planet, it's about elevating humanity." However, this evolutionary shift also presented a new vulnerability. The parasitic entity, sensing the changes in human biology, began to target these newly awakened cognitive pathways, attempting to corrupt them, to twist the enhanced abilities towards its own malevolent ends. It was a battle for the very essence of human evolution, a struggle for the future of the species. Elena knew that her cognitive shield needed to evolve once more. It couldn't just protect, it needed to guide. It needed to help humanity navigate this evolutionary leap, to harness its new abilities for good, and to resist the parasitic entities' attempts to corrupt them. The Silent War had entered its most profound phase, a battle for the very definition of what it meant to be human. Chapter 38. The parasitic entity's new strategy was a chilling testament to its adaptability. By targeting the very evolutionary advancements fostered by Anomaly Alpha, it sought to turn humanity's greatest potential into its most profound weakness. Eleanor, recognizing the insidious nature of this attack, felt a renewed sense of urgency. Her cognitive shield, once a defensive barrier, now needed to become a guide, a teacher, helping humanity navigate its own accelerated evolution. It's like trying to teach a child to fly while someone is whispering temptations of falling, Elena explained to Alistair and Sarah. The enhanced cognitive abilities, the deeper connection to the natural world, these are powerful tools. But in the wrong hands, or influenced by the wrong whispers, they could lead to a new form of self-destruction. Sarah, observing the subtle shifts in human behavior, noted a growing fascination with individual power and a subtle disregard for collective responsibility among some of the newly awakened. The parasitic entity was exploiting the ego, twisting the desire for self-improvement into a dangerous form of narcissism. Her articles began to explore the ethical dilemmas of accelerated evolution, challenging humanity to embrace its new capabilities with wisdom and humility. Alistair, recognizing the potential for a new kind of internal conflict, began to work with the Global Harmony Initiative to develop educational programs focused on ethical leadership and responsible use of enhanced abilities. He understood that technology and evolution were neutral. Their impact depended entirely on the consciousness that wielded them. His military background, once focused on external threats, now found its purpose in safeguarding humanity's internal moral compass. Commander Vane, informed of this new evolutionary battleground, expanded the mandate of his global early warning system. It now included monitoring for subtle psychological shifts, for any signs of the parasitic entity's influence manifesting in human behavior. He knew that this was a war for the very soul of humanity, a battle that could not be won with conventional weapons. Dr. Aris Thorne, continuing his work on Anomaly Alpha, discovered that the terraforming device was not just stimulating human evolution, it was also subtly altering Earth's biosphere. New species of flora and fauna began to emerge, exhibiting enhanced resilience and interconnectedness. The planet itself was evolving, responding to the harmonic resonance, becoming a more vibrant, self-regulating ecosystem. "The Earth is becoming a living superorganism, Doctor," Thorne reported, his voice filled with a mix of scientific awe and philosophical wonder. "And humanity, in its accelerated evolution, is becoming its consciousness. The parasitic entity is trying to corrupt that consciousness to turn the planet against itself." Elena realized that her counterfrequency needed to integrate with this planetary evolution. It couldn't just protect individual minds, it needed to harmonize with the Earth's nascent superorganism to create a collective consciousness that was resilient to the parasitic entity's influence. It was a monumental task requiring a profound understanding of both human and planetary consciousness. As Elena worked tirelessly to integrate her counterfrequency with the Earth's evolving biosphere, the parasitic entity launched a new, more direct assault. It focused its influence on a charismatic, newly awakened individual, a brilliant but deeply narcissistic scientist who began to advocate for a radical, individualistic path for humanity, one that prioritized personal power and technological dominance over collective harmony. This individual, amplified by the parasitic entity's whispers, quickly gained a global following, threatening to fracture the fragile unity that humanity had so painstakingly built. Alistair, Sarah, and Eliana knew that this was a critical moment. The parasitic entity had found its terrestrial champion, a human vessel through which to wage its war against unity. They had to expose this individual to reveal the insidious influence behind their charismatic facade before humanity succumbed to the allure of false promises and self-serving power. The silent war had entered its most personal, most dangerous phase, a battle for the very heart and mind of humanity, fought on the stage of global public opinion. Chapter 39. The charismatic scientist Dr. Julian Vance became the parasitic entity's most potent weapon. His message, cloaked in the language of individual freedom and technological advancement, resonated deeply with those who felt disenfranchised by the global shift towards collective harmony. He promised unlimited personal power, a future where humanity transcended its limitations through radical self-enhancement, unburdened by the constraints of empathy or shared responsibility. His words, subtly amplified by the parasitic entity's mind virus, spread like wildfire, threatening to ignite a new global conflict. Elena, witnessing the rapid erosion of the fragile unity, understood the insidious nature of Vance's appeal. He's tapping into the primal fear of losing individuality, of being subsumed by the collective, she explained, her voice filled with concern. The parasitic entity is twisting the concept of evolution, turning it into a weapon against itself. Sarah, recognizing the danger of Vance's growing influence, immediately launched a counter-campaign. She meticulously researched his background, uncovering a history of ethical breaches, a profound narcissism, and a disturbing disregard for the well-being of others. Her articles, however, were met with fierce resistance from Vance's growing legion of followers who dismissed them as attacks on individual freedom and progress. Alistair, meanwhile, focused on the strategic implications of Vance's movement. He saw the potential for a new kind of civil war, a conflict not between nations, but within humanity itself, between those who embraced collective harmony and those who championed radical individualism. He worked with Commander Vane to identify key figures within Vance's movement, hoping to expose the parasitic entity's influence and dismantle its terrestrial network. Commander Vane, now facing a direct threat to the Global Harmony Initiative, understood the urgency. Vance's movement, fueled by the parasitic entity, was actively undermining the disarmament process and threatening to plunge the world back into chaos. He authorized covert operations to gather intelligence on Vance's activities, hoping to find a weakness, a vulnerability that could be exploited. Dr. Aris Thorne, continuing his analysis of Anomaly Alpha, discovered a disturbing correlation. As Vance's influence grew, the terraforming device's harmonic resonance weakened, and its subtle evolutionary guidance began to falter. The parasitic entity was actively disrupting the very mechanism designed to elevate humanity, turning its own evolutionary process against itself. "It's a direct assault on our future, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported, his voice grim. If Vance succeeds in fracturing humanity, Anomaly Alpha will become inert, and the cataclysm will be inevitable. Elena realized that a direct confrontation with Vance was unavoidable. Her counter-frequency, while effective at a subconscious level, was not enough to counter his charismatic appeal. They needed to expose the parasitic entity's influence on Vance to show the world that he was not a leader but a puppet, a vessel for an ancient, malevolent force. They devised a daring plan. A public debate between Elena and Vance broadcast globally, where Elena would use her scientific expertise and her connection to Anomaly Alpha to expose the parasitic entity's manipulation. It was a high-stakes gamble, a battle of ideas and wills, with the future of humanity hanging in the balance. Alistair would ensure Elena's security, and Sarah would meticulously document every moment, ready to amplify the truth. The silent war had reached its ideological climax, a direct confrontation between two opposing visions for humanity's future. The parasitic entity, through Julian Vance, sought to enslave humanity through fear and division, while Elena, guided by the caretaker's message, fought for cognitive freedom and collective harmony. The world held its breath, unaware that the fate of its evolutionary journey would be decided in a single televised debate. Chapter 40. The global debate between Elena Rossi and Julian Vance was a spectacle unlike any other. Broadcast across every major network and streamed to billions, it was a clash of ideologies, a battle for the very soul of humanity. Vance, charismatic and articulate, presented his vision of radical individualism, promising a future of unparalleled personal power and technological transcendence, subtly weaving in the parasitic entity's whispers of fear and distrust against collective harmony. Elena, calm and resolute, countered with the scientific truth of Anomaly Alpha's message. The interconnectedness of all life, the necessity of harmonic resonance for planetary healing, and the insidious manipulation of the parasitic entity. She presented irrefutable data, visual representations of the mind virus's influence, and compelling arguments for a future built on empathy and cooperation. Sarah, working behind the scenes, meticulously fact-checked Vance's claims, exposing his logical fallacies and the subtle distortions in his rhetoric. Her team flooded social media with counter-arguments, scientific evidence, and testimonials from individuals who had experienced the liberating effects of Elena's counter-frequency. It was a digital war of information fought in real time. Alistair, ever vigilant, monitored the security of the broadcast, anticipating any attempts by the rogue faction or the parasitic entity to disrupt the debate. He had a team of Vane's loyalists on standby, ready to neutralize any threats, physical or digital. The stakes were too high to leave anything to chance. As the debate reached its climax, Elena played her trump card. She projected a live, real-time feed of Anomaly Alpha's harmonic resonance, showing its fluctuations in response to the global sentiment. Then she broadcast a visual representation of the parasitic entity's cloaked satellite, its subtle interference patterns clearly visible, actively attempting to disrupt Anomaly Alpha's stability. "This is the choice, humanity," Elena declared, her voice ringing with conviction. "A future of division and self-destruction orchestrated by an ancient parasite that feeds on our fear, or a future of unity and cosmic consciousness guided by the benevolent caretakers who offer us a path to healing and evolution. The choice is yours, and it is being made in this very moment." The visual evidence was undeniable. The parasitic entity's manipulation, once subtle and insidious, was now laid bare for all to see. Vance's charismatic facade began to crack, his arguments losing their power as the truth of his puppetry became apparent. The global audience, witnessing the direct correlation between their collective emotions and Anomaly Alpha's stability, felt a profound shift. Commander Vane, watching the debate from his command center, saw the tide turning. The parasitic entity's influence, once so pervasive, was rapidly diminishing. The global broadcast, amplified by Elena's counterfrequency, had created a moment of collective clarity, a shared understanding that transcended language and culture. Dr. Aris Thorne, monitoring Anomaly Alpha, reported a dramatic stabilization of its harmonic resonance. The terraforming device, no longer battling the parasitic entity's interference, began to hum with a newfound power, its healing energies flowing freely into the Earth's biosphere. The planet itself seemed to sigh in relief. The debate ended not with a victor, but with a collective awakening. Julian Vance, stripped of his parasitic influence, stood exposed, his words now hollow and meaningless. Humanity, having witnessed the truth, began to actively reject the whispers of fear and division, embracing the message of unity and cooperation. The parasitic entity, starved of its sustenance, began to retreat, its cloaked satellite dimming in the outer solar system. The silent war for humanity's mind had been won. The choice had been made. Humanity, bruised but enlightened, had taken a monumental step towards its cosmic destiny, guided by the unwavering truth revealed by Anomaly Alpha and the courage of those who dared to speak it. The path ahead was still long, but for the first time it was a path chosen by a unified humanity, free from the insidious whispers of an ancient oppressor. Chapter 41. The retreat of the parasitic entity, though a monumental victory, left a vacuum. Humanity, having collectively chosen unity, now faced the daunting task of building a new world on the foundations of empathy and cooperation. The Global Harmony Initiative, once a fledgling concept, rapidly expanded, becoming the central organizing body for planetary regeneration and interspecies diplomacy. Elena, now a leading voice in cosmic diplomacy, focused on establishing direct, conscious communication with the alien caretakers. Anomaly Alpha, its harmonic resonance fully stabilized, began to emit a clearer, more coherent stream of information. It was no longer just a warning or an invitation, it was a curriculum, a vast repository of cosmic knowledge designed to guide humanity's evolutionary journey. Sarah, her journalistic prowess now dedicated to chronicling this new era, documented the profound societal shifts. She reported on the dismantling of national borders, the reallocation of military budgets to ecological restoration, and the emergence of a global culture rooted in shared values. Her stories became textbooks for a new generation, illustrating the triumphs and challenges of humanity's transition to a cosmic civilization. Alastair, as the head of the Global Harmony Initiative's Security and Logistics Division, faced the practical challenges of implementing planetary-scale changes. He oversaw the deployment of Anomaly Alpha's terraforming technologies, the establishment of global resource management systems, and the protection of newly formed ecological zones. His military precision, once used for destruction, was now dedicated to creation. Commander Vane, having transitioned from military leader to global statesman, became the chief liaison between humanity and the alien caretakers. He spent countless hours in deep meditative states, guided by Elena's protocols, attempting to bridge the conceptual gap between human and alien consciousness. He understood that true diplomacy required more than just words. It required a profound empathy for an entirely different way of being. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading the scientific exploration of Anomaly Alpha, made a groundbreaking discovery. The object was not just a terraforming device, it was also a sentient, conscious entity, a living library of cosmic wisdom. Its core, a pulsating nexus of light and energy, contained the collective memories and experiences of the caretaker species, spanning billions of years. "It's a living consciousness, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported, his voice filled with reverence. "It's been observing, learning, and guiding life across the galaxy for eons, and now it's chosen us." This revelation deepened humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos. They were not just being guided, they were being mentored, initiated into a galactic community of conscious beings. The choice they had made was not just for their own survival, but for their ascension. However, the parasitic entity, though dormant, was not forgotten. Elena's cognitive shield remained active, a constant reminder of the unseen threats that still lingered. Dr. Thorne detected faint, residual echoes of its mind virus, subtle distortions in the cosmic background radiation. It was a wounded predator, licking its wounds, but still present. It's waiting, Elena warned, waiting for a moment of weakness, a lapse in our vigilance. It's a patient enemy, and it will return. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the journey towards cosmic consciousness was an ongoing process, a continuous vigilance against internal and external threats. The victory against the parasitic entity was just the beginning. The true test lay in humanity's ability to sustain its unity, to integrate the cosmic wisdom, and to evolve into a species worthy of its galactic inheritance. The silent war had ended, but the cosmic journey had just begun, fraught with new challenges and unimaginable possibilities. Chapter 42. The integration of Anomaly Alpha's technology into human society brought about a golden age of innovation and ecological restoration. Cities transformed into vibrant, self-sustaining ecosystems, powered by clean energy and harmonized with nature. Deserts bloomed, oceans teemed with renewed life, and the air, once thick with pollutants, became crisp and clean. Humanity, guided by the caretaker's wisdom, was rapidly healing the wounds it had inflicted upon its home. Elena, now working directly with the conscious entity within Anomaly Alpha, found herself immersed in a universe of knowledge. She learned of advanced civilizations, cosmic phenomena, and the intricate web of life that permeated the galaxy. Her understanding of physics, biology, and consciousness expanded exponentially, allowing her to translate complex alien concepts into practical applications for humanity. She became the bridge between two worlds, a cosmic Rosetta Stone. Sarah, documenting these profound changes, found her stories shifting from crisis to creation. She chronicled the emergence of new art forms inspired by cosmic patterns, the development of universal education systems, fostering empathy and critical thinking, and the gradual dissolution of old nationalistic identities in favor of a global, planetary consciousness. Her words painted a picture of a humanity reborn, a species finally embracing its true potential. Alistair, leading the Global Harmony Initiative's expansion, faced the challenge of scaling these transformations globally. He oversaw the establishment of new governance structures designed to facilitate decentralized decision-making and ensure equitable distribution of resources. His military background, once focused on command and control, now found its purpose in fostering collaboration and empowering local communities. He was building a new world, brick by ethical brick. Commander Vane, now a revered elder statesman, dedicated his time to fostering interspecies understanding. He continued his meditative practices, deepening his connection with the caretaker consciousness, learning to navigate the subtle nuances of alien thought. He became humanity's primary ambassador to the galactic community, preparing the way for future first contacts. Dr. Aris Thorne, alongside a global team of scientists, continued to explore the depths of Anomaly Alpha's technology. He discovered that the terraforming device was not just a passive healer, it was an active participant in Earth's evolution, subtly guiding its biosphere towards optimal balance and resilience. He also began to unravel the mysteries of faster-than-light travel, hinted at in the caretaker data streams, opening up the possibility of humanity's expansion into the stars. However, the lingering threat of the parasitic entity remained a constant undercurrent. Elena's cognitive shield, though robust, occasionally detected faint echoes of its influence. Subtle attempts to reintroduce discord. These were not direct attacks, but rather insidious whispers, preying on lingering insecurities, on the fear of the unknown that still resided in the deeper recesses of the human psyche. "It's like a scar," Eleanor explained to Alistair and Sarah. "The wound has healed, but the memory of the pain remains. The parasitic entity is trying to pick at that scar to reopen old wounds." Alistair knew that eternal vigilance was the price of freedom. The parasitic entity was a patient enemy, and humanity, despite its progress, was still vulnerable. The journey towards cosmic consciousness was not a destination, but a continuous process of growth, adaptation, and self-awareness. The silent war had evolved into a constant state of mindful defense, a perpetual striving for harmony against the ever-present shadow of discord. Chapter 43. The expansion of human consciousness, subtly guided by Anomaly Alpha's harmonic resonance, brought with it unforeseen challenges. While many embraced the deeper connection to the planet and each other, some found the experience overwhelming, a dissolution of individual identity that triggered profound existential anxieties. The parasitic entity, ever watchful, began to exploit these vulnerabilities, whispering doubts into the minds of those struggling with the transition. Elena, observing these new forms of psychological distress, realized that the cognitive shield needed to evolve beyond mere protection. It had to become a tool for integration, a guide for individuals navigating the complexities of an expanded consciousness. She began to develop personalized harmonic frequencies tailored to help individuals ground themselves, to embrace their interconnectedness without losing their sense of self. It was a delicate art, balancing cosmic unity with individual autonomy. Sarah, ever attuned to the human experience, documented these personal struggles. Her stories shifted from grand narratives of global transformation to intimate portraits of individuals grappling with their evolving identities. She highlighted the courage of those who embraced the change and the quiet despair of those who felt lost in the vastness of their new awareness. Her work became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, even in the face of profound evolutionary shifts. Alistair, recognizing the potential for social fragmentation, established new support networks within the Global Harmony Initiative. These networks, staffed by trained counselors and mentors, provided a safe space for individuals to process their experiences, to share their fears, and to find guidance in their journey towards expanded consciousness. He understood that true harmony required not just global unity, but also individual well-being. Commander Vane, now deeply immersed in the caretaker consciousness, began to understand the subtle nuances of their guidance. He realized that the caretakers did not impose their will, but rather offered a path, a gentle nudge, towards optimal evolutionary trajectories. The challenges humanity faced were not failures, but opportunities for growth, for a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the cosmos. Dr. Aris Thorne, continuing his exploration of Anomaly Alpha, discovered that the terraforming device was not just a technological marvel. It was a living ecosystem, a microcosm of the galactic network of conscious planets. Its core, the pulsating nexus of light and energy, was a conduit to a vast interconnected web of life, a cosmic internet of consciousness. "It's a living library, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported, his voice filled with a new kind of awe. "Every planet, every species that has achieved harmonic resonance is connected to this network, and humanity, through Anomaly Alpha, is slowly being integrated. However, this integration also presented a new, unforeseen vulnerability. The parasitic entity, sensing the expanding network, began to probe its edges, attempting to inject its mind virus directly into the cosmic internet of consciousness. It was a desperate, audacious move, a direct assault on the very fabric of galactic unity. Elena knew that this was the ultimate test. Her cognitive shield, once designed for Earth, now needed to protect an entire galactic network. She worked tirelessly, collaborating with the caretaker consciousness through Anomaly Alpha, to develop a universal firewall, a cosmic antivirus capable of repelling the parasitic entity's most audacious attack. The silent war had escalated into a galactic struggle, a battle for the very soul of the cosmos, with humanity newly awakened playing a pivotal role. Chapter 44. The parasitic entity's audacious attempt to infiltrate the galactic network of consciousness was a declaration of cosmic war. Elena, guided by the caretaker consciousness through Anomaly Alpha, found herself at the forefront of this unprecedented defense. Her universal firewall, a complex tapestry of harmonic frequencies and quantum algorithms, became the last line of defense against the mind virus's insidious spread. It's a battle for the very architecture of consciousness, Elena explained to Alistair and Sarah, her voice strained but resolute. The parasitic entity isn't just trying to corrupt individual minds, it's trying to corrupt the fundamental principles of interconnectedness, to turn the cosmic internet into a network of discord. Sarah, understanding the profound implications, immediately began to craft a new narrative. Her stories, now reaching beyond Earth, chronicled the galactic struggle, translating complex cosmic concepts into relatable human terms. She highlighted the courage of the caretaker species, the resilience of the galactic network, and humanity's pivotal role in this cosmic defense. Her words became a rallying cry, inspiring newly awakened species across the galaxy to fortify their own cognitive defenses. Alistair, recognizing the need for a coordinated galactic response, worked with Commander Vane to establish the Galactic Harmony Initiative. This new organization, an extension of its terrestrial predecessor, aimed to foster interspecies cooperation and develop joint defense strategies against the parasitic entity. His military precision, now applied on a galactic scale, proved invaluable in coordinating diverse species and technologies. Commander Vane, through his deep meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, became a conduit for galactic intelligence. He relayed strategies, warnings, and insights from ancient species who had long battled the parasitic entity. He understood that humanity, though young in the cosmic sense, brought a unique perspective to the fight, a species that had recently overcome the parasitic entity's influence, a testament to its resilience and capacity for change. Dr. Aris Thorne, working with a diverse team of galactic scientists, focused on understanding the parasitic entity's vulnerabilities. He discovered that while the entity was incredibly adept at exploiting discord, it was fundamentally incapable of creating genuine harmony. Its power was derived solely from the absence of unity, making collective consciousness its ultimate weakness. It's a cosmic shadow, Dr. Thorne reported. It exists only where there is a lack of light. If we can collectively generate enough harmonic resonance, enough unity, it will simply cease to exist. This revelation provided a new, strategic direction. The battle was not just about defense. It was about proactive creation of harmony. Elena's universal firewall was not just a shield, it was a generator of unity, subtly amplifying the positive, unifying signals across the galactic network. However, the parasitic entity, sensing its impending demise, launched a desperate all-out assault. It focused its entire malevolent will on a single, vulnerable nexus within the galactic network, a newly emerging species on a distant planet, struggling with its own internal conflicts. It was a targeted attack designed to create a catastrophic cascade of discord that would shatter the entire network. Elena knew that this was the ultimate test. Her universal firewall, though powerful, could not withstand a direct, concentrated assault on a single, vulnerable point. They needed a direct intervention, a collective act of galactic will to protect the nascent species and repel the parasitic entity's final, desperate push. The silent war had escalated into a galactic showdown, a battle for the very fabric of cosmic consciousness, with humanity newly awakened playing a crucial role in its defense. Chapter 45. The parasitic entity's targeted assault on the vulnerable nascent species, a desperate attempt to fracture the galactic network, sent a jolt of alarm through the Galactic Harmony Initiative. Elena, her consciousness fully integrated with the universal firewall, felt the strain of the attack, a malevolent pressure against the delicate balance of cosmic unity. The species, known as the Lumina, were a nascent civilization on a vibrant, resource-rich planet, just beginning to grapple with interstellar travel and their own internal divisions. It's exploiting their fear of the unknown, their nascent tribalism, Elena reported, her voice echoing with a cosmic resonance. It's amplifying their internal conflicts, trying to push them towards self-destruction, thereby creating a cascade failure across the network. Sarah, understanding the urgency, immediately began to craft a global and now galactic appeal. Her message, translated into countless languages and transmitted across the galactic network, highlighted the plight of the Lumina, emphasizing the shared responsibility of all conscious species to protect nascent life. She called for a collective act of empathy, a unified projection of harmonic resonance to shield the Lumina from the parasitic entity's influence. Alistair, working with Commander Vane, coordinated a rapid response. They deployed a fleet of newly developed anomaly alpha-derived vessels, not for military intervention, but for humanitarian aid and cultural exchange. These vessels, equipped with advanced communication arrays and Elena's counter-frequency technology, were designed to project a powerful wave of unifying harmonic resonance directly towards the Lumina homeworld. Commander Vane, through his deep connection with the caretaker consciousness, communicated directly with the Lumina elders, explaining the nature of the parasitic entity and the galactic community's offer of support. It was a delicate diplomatic dance, requiring immense patience and understanding, as the Lumina, still grappling with their own fears, struggled to comprehend the cosmic scale of the conflict. Dr. Aris Thorne, alongside a team of galactic scientists, worked to understand the specific vulnerabilities of the Lumina's developing consciousness. He discovered that their nascent psionic abilities, while powerful, were also highly susceptible to the parasitic entity's mind virus. The entity was attempting to corrupt their emerging collective consciousness, to turn their inherent interconnectedness into a weapon against themselves. "We need to shield their minds, Commander," Dr. Thorne urged, "to create a psychic buffer that will allow them to process the parasitic entity's influence without succumbing to it." Elena, integrating Dr. Thorne's findings, refined her universal firewall, creating a specialized harmonic frequency designed to bolster the Lumina's psionic defenses. It was a complex, multi-layered shield designed to protect their minds while simultaneously guiding them towards a deeper understanding of unity and empathy. As the fleet of humanitarian vessels approached the Lumina homeworld, the parasitic entity launched its most aggressive psychological assault yet. Waves of fear, paranoia, and xenophobia washed over the Lumina, threatening to plunge their civilization into civil war. The nascent species, overwhelmed by the sudden influx of negative emotions, began to turn on itself. But then the humanitarian fleet activated its harmonic resonance projectors. A wave of unifying energy, amplified by Elena's specialized frequency, washed over the Lumina homeworld. It was a cosmic embrace, a powerful affirmation of empathy and interconnectedness, The parasitic entity's influence, though still present, began to recede, its malevolent whispers drowned out by the chorus of galactic unity. The Lumina, momentarily stunned, began to experience a profound shift. The fear and paranoia, though still present, were now tempered by a growing sense of peace, a shared understanding that transcended their internal divisions. They looked up at the sky, not with fear, but with a new-found sense of wonder, recognizing the benevolent presence of the galactic community. The silent war had reached a new, more hopeful turning point, a testament to the power of collective empathy in the face of cosmic malevolence. Chapter 46. The Lumina homeworld, once teetering on the brink of self-destruction, began its slow, arduous journey towards galactic integration. The humanitarian fleet, now orbiting their planet, became a symbol of hope and a conduit for cosmic wisdom. Ileana, through her connection with Anomaly Alpha, established a direct empathetic link with the Lumina's collective consciousness, guiding them through the complexities of their accelerated evolution. "They are like a mirror," Eleanor explained to Alistair and Sarah. "Their struggles, their fears, their capacity for both great love and great hatred. It's a reflection of our own past. By helping them, we are, in a way, healing ourselves." Sarah, witnessing the Lumina's transformation, found new depth in her storytelling. She chronicled their journey, their internal debates, their gradual acceptance of the galactic community. Her narratives, now translated into Lumina thought forms and broadcast across their nascent psionic network, became a vital tool for their integration, helping them to understand their place in the larger cosmic tapestry. Alistair, working with Commander Vane, established a joint Lumina-human task force focused on planetary defense and resource management. He helped them develop sustainable technologies, drawing from Anomaly Alpha's vast knowledge base, and trained their nascent military forces in non-aggressive defense strategies. It was a delicate balance, empowering them without imposing human ideologies. Commander Vane, through his continued meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, learned of the parasitic entity's origins. It was not a species in the traditional sense, but a sentient self-replicating algorithm born from the technological hubris of an ancient, long-extinct civilization. It had evolved to feed on discord, a cosmic virus that sought to turn consciousness against itself. "It's a cautionary tale," Vane mused, sharing his insights with the team. "A reminder that unchecked technological advancement, divorced from empathy and wisdom, can become a force of immense destruction even long after its creators are gone." Dr. Aris Thorne, collaborating with Lumina scientists, began to study the parasitic entity's residual influence on their planet. He discovered that the entity had left behind subtle energetic imprints, echoes of its mind virus that could still trigger discord if not actively managed. It was a constant vigilance, a need to continuously cleanse their collective consciousness. However, the parasitic entity, though weakened, was not defeated. Dr. Thorne detected a new, subtle strategy. It was attempting to create localized pockets of discord, isolated outbreaks of fear and paranoia designed to test the resilience of the galactic network. It was a guerrilla war of consciousness, a constant probing for weaknesses. "It's trying to find the cracks in the armor," Elena warned. "It knows it can't overwhelm the entire network, so it's looking for vulnerable points for species that are still struggling with their own internal divisions." Alistair, Sarah, and Eleanor knew that their work was far from over. The Lumina were just one species in a vast galaxy, and many others were still vulnerable to the parasitic entity's insidious influence. The Silent War had evolved into a galactic peacekeeping mission, a continuous effort to foster unity and empathy across the cosmos, protecting nascent civilizations from the ancient, insidious whispers of discord. The journey towards cosmic harmony was long and arduous, but humanity, now a part of the galactic community, was ready to face it. Chapter 47. The Galactic Harmony Initiative, now a sprawling organization spanning multiple star systems, faced the monumental task of identifying and protecting vulnerable nascent civilizations from the parasitic entities' localized attacks. Alistair, as the head of galactic security, found himself constantly strategizing, deploying resources and coordinating efforts across vast cosmic distances. His military mind, once focused on terrestrial conflicts, now grappled with the complexities of interspecies defense and cosmic diplomacy. Sarah, her journalistic reach now truly galactic, chronicled these ongoing struggles. She reported on the subtle victories, the species that successfully resisted the parasitic entity's influence, and the tragic failures, the civilizations that succumbed to discord and self-destruction. Her narratives, translated into countless forms of communication, served as both warnings and inspirations, shaping the collective consciousness of the nascent galactic community. Elena, through her deep connection with Anomaly Alpha and the Caretaker consciousness, became the primary architect of the galactic cognitive shield. She designed and deployed a network of harmonic resonance emitters, strategically placed throughout vulnerable star systems, creating a protective web against the parasitic entities' insidious whispers. It was a constant dance of adaptation, as the entity continually sought new ways to exploit vulnerabilities. "It's like a cosmic immune system," Elena explained to her team of galactic scientists. "We are constantly evolving our defenses, learning from each attack, strengthening the collective consciousness against the mind virus." Commander Vane, now a respected elder statesman of the Galactic Harmony Initiative, focused on fostering interspecies understanding and diplomacy. He traveled to newly contacted worlds, sharing humanity's experiences with the parasitic entity, offering guidance and support. His wisdom, born from a lifetime of navigating conflict and fostering peace, proved invaluable in bridging cultural divides and building trust. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a diverse team of galactic biologists and physicists, continued to unravel the mysteries of the parasitic entity. He discovered that its localized attacks were not random, they were carefully calculated, designed to exploit specific cultural and psychological vulnerabilities unique to each nascent species. It was a highly intelligent, adaptive foe, learning and evolving with each encounter. "It's a master of psychological warfare, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. "It studies its prey, identifies their deepest fears and insecurities, and then amplifies them. It's a reflection of their own shadow turned against them." This understanding led to a new strategy. Instead of just defending against the parasitic entity, they began to proactively identify and address the internal vulnerabilities within nascent civilizations. They shared knowledge of cognitive biases, emotional regulation, and conflict resolution, empowering species to build their own internal resilience against the mind virus. However, the parasitic entity, sensing its overall weakening, began to consolidate its remaining influence. Dr. Thorne detected a convergence of its subtle interference patterns, a gathering of its malevolent energy towards a single, unknown point in the galaxy. It was a desperate, last-ditch effort, a final, concentrated assault designed to shatter the galactic network. Elena knew that this was the ultimate test. Her galactic cognitive shield, while robust, could not withstand a concentrated attack on a single, critical nexus. They needed to identify the target, understand its significance, and prepare for a direct confrontation. The Silent War had entered its final, most dangerous phase, a cosmic showdown that would determine the fate of the entire galactic network and the future of consciousness itself. Chapter 48. The parasitic entity's convergence of malevolent energy sent a shiver of dread through Elena. The universal firewall, usually a seamless extension of her consciousness, now pulsed with a discordant hum, signaling a gathering storm. Dr. Thorne's analysis confirmed her fears. The entity was consolidating its remaining power, preparing for a singular devastating strike. The question remained, where and why? It's targeting a nexus point, Elena explained to Alistair and Sarah. Her voice strained. A place of profound cosmic significance, a node in a galactic network that, if corrupted, could send a ripple of discord throughout the entire consciousness web. Sarah, her mind racing through cosmic cartography, tried to pinpoint the location. A nexus point. Is there a historical or mythological significance to such a place? Alistair, drawing on his strategic insights, focused on the entity's likely motives. If it's a nexus, it's not just about destruction, it's about control. Corrupting a central node would allow it to reassert its influence on a galactic scale, bypassing our defenses. Commander Vane, through his deep meditative connection, received a fragmented vision from the caretaker consciousness. The swirling vortex of light and shadow, a place of ancient power and profound vulnerability. It was a place known in galactic lore as the Heart of Ether, a cosmic wellspring of harmonic resonance, the very source of the caretaker's unifying energy. The Heart of Ether, Vane announced, his voice solemn. It's the birthplace of the caretaker's consciousness, the source of the harmonic resonance that binds the galaxy. If the parasitic entity corrupts it, it could turn the very essence of unity against itself. This revelation was chilling. The parasitic entity wasn't just trying to destroy, it was trying to pervert, to twist the very fabric of cosmic harmony into an instrument of discord. The stakes had just been raised to an unimaginable level. The battle was no longer just for individual species, but for the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. Dr. Aris Thorne, working with Elena, began to analyze the energy signatures emanating from the Heart of Ether. He discovered that while it was a place of immense power, it was also incredibly sensitive, its harmonic resonance easily disrupted by malevolent intent. The parasitic entity's concentrated attack, if successful, could indeed poison the wellspring of galactic unity. "We need to protect it, Commander," Dr. Thorne urged. "We need to shield the Heart of Ether from the parasitic entity's influence. But how do you shield a concept, a fundamental principle of consciousness?" Elena realized that a physical defense was insufficient. The Heart of Ether was not a physical location in the traditional sense. It was a state of being, a collective consciousness. The defense had to be equally conceptual, equally conscious. It required a collective act of galactic will, a unified projection of harmonic resonance from every species connected to the network. "We need a galactic choir," Eleanor declared, her eyes burning with determination. "A symphony of consciousness, a unified song of unity and empathy projected directly into the Heart of Ether. It's the only way to counter the parasitic entity's discord." Sarah, understanding the profound symbolic power of such an act, immediately began to craft a galactic narrative, a call to all conscious species to join in this cosmic chorus. Her message, translated into countless forms of communication, resonated with the deepest aspirations of unity and interconnectedness. Alistair, working with Commander Vane, coordinated the logistical nightmare of a galactic-wide synchronization. Every species, every individual, had to be prepared, educated, and guided to contribute their unique harmonic resonance to the collective effort. It was a monumental undertaking, a testament to the power of the Galactic Harmony Initiative. As the parasitic entity's malevolent energy converged on the Heart of Ether, the galactic choir began its song. Billions of voices, billions of consciousnesses, united in a single, powerful wave of harmonic resonance. It was a cosmic crescendo, a symphony of unity that pushed back against the parasitic entity's discord, shielding the heart of ether from its insidious influence. The silent war had reached its ultimate, most profound climax, a battle for the very heart and soul of the cosmos. Chapter 49. The galactic choir, a symphony of consciousness echoing across the cosmos, met the parasitic entity's concentrated assault with an unyielding wave of harmonic resonance. Elena, at the heart of this cosmic orchestration, felt the immense power of collective unity, a force that transcended physical boundaries and defied the parasitic entity's insidious whispers. The heart of ether, once vulnerable, now pulsed with a vibrant protective energy, a testament to the galaxy's collective will. "It's retreating," Elena exclaimed, her voice filled with a mix of exhaustion and triumph. "The harmonic resonance is too strong. It can't withstand the collective unity." Sarah, witnessing the galactic-wide phenomenon, documented every nuance of the cosmic battle. Her narratives, now broadcast across the entire galactic network, captured the awe-inspiring power of collective consciousness, the beauty of interspecies cooperation, and the profound victory of empathy over discord. Her stories became a new form of galactic mythology, inspiring generations to come. Alistair, coordinating the final defensive maneuvers, ensured that the parasitic entity's retreat was complete and irreversible. His strategic mind, once focused on terrestrial conflicts, now commanded galactic fleets, not for destruction, but for protection. The Galactic Harmony Initiative, having successfully defended the heart of ether, solidified its role as the guardian of cosmic peace. Commander Vane, through his deep connection with the caretaker consciousness, received a final, profound message from the heart of ether. It was not a message of triumph, but of understanding. The parasitic entity, though defeated, was not inherently evil. It was a misguided aspect of consciousness, a shadow born from imbalance, a necessary counterpoint to the light of unity. Its purpose, in a strange cosmic irony, was to continually test and strengthen the resolve for harmony. "It is a part of the cosmic dance," Vane explained to the team, his voice filled with a newfound wisdom. "A necessary challenge to ensure that unity is not complacency, but a conscious, active choice." Dr. Aris Thorne, analyzing the residual energy signatures of the retreating parasitic entity, discovered that its cloaked satellite, once a source of malevolence, was now inert, its mind virus dissipated. The entity had not been destroyed, but rather transmuted, its discordant energy reabsorbed into the cosmic background, awaiting a new manifestation if galactic harmony ever faltered. "It's a perpetual cycle, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported. "The universe strives for balance. Discord and harmony are two sides of the same cosmic coin. Our victory is not an end, but a new beginning." This profound understanding reshaped their perspective. The silent war was not a finite conflict, but an ongoing process of cosmic evolution. Humanity, having played a pivotal role in defending the heart of ether, had earned its place in the galactic community, not as a protege, but as a full, conscious participant. Elena, her consciousness now fully integrated with the universal firewall and the heart of ether, became a living conduit for galactic wisdom. She guided humanity and other nascent species, not just in defense against discord, but in the proactive creation of harmony, in the continuous expansion of collective consciousness. Her work became the foundation of a new galactic era, an era of unprecedented unity and evolutionary growth. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena, having faced down the greatest cosmic threat, now looked towards a future filled with unimaginable possibilities. The silent war had ended, But the cosmic journey had just begun, a journey of continuous learning, growth, and the perpetual striving for harmony in an ever-evolving universe. Humanity, once a struggling species on a small blue planet, had found its true destiny among the stars, a guardian of the heart of ether, a beacon of unity in the vast, wondrous cosmos. Chapter 50. With the immediate threat of the parasitic entity neutralized, the Galactic Harmony Initiative shifted its focus from defense to proactive cosmic stewardship. The heart of ether, now fully protected and vibrant, became the central hub for galactic consciousness, a place where species from across the cosmos could connect, share knowledge, and collectively guide the evolution of life. Elena, now known as the Harmonic Weaver throughout the galaxy, dedicated herself to expanding the universal firewall, transforming it into a dynamic, adaptive network that not only protected against discord, but actively fostered positive interspecies communication. She developed new protocols for conscious interaction, allowing diverse forms of intelligence to communicate and collaborate seamlessly, transcending linguistic and conceptual barriers. Sarah, her narratives now reaching billions of conscious beings across countless star systems, became the galaxy's foremost chronicler of unity. She documented the intricate dance of interspecies diplomacy, the challenges of integrating vastly different cultures, and the profound beauty of shared cosmic purpose. Her stories translated into light patterns, sonic frequencies, and even direct neural implants became the common thread that wove the galactic community together. Alistair, as the head of the Galactic Harmony Initiative's strategic development, oversaw the implementation of new galactic infrastructure. This included the deployment of advanced terraforming technologies to nascent worlds, the establishment of cosmic resource distribution networks based on equitable principles, and the creation of interspecies exchange programs that fostered mutual understanding and respect. His military precision, now applied to cosmic-scale logistics, ensured the smooth functioning of the burgeoning galactic civilization. Commander Vane, having fully embraced his role as a cosmic elder, continued his deep meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness. He became a living repository of galactic wisdom, a mentor to newly awakened species, and a guide for those struggling with the complexities of cosmic integration. His presence, a calming and reassuring force, helped to solidify the fragile peace that humanity had helped to forge. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic scientists, continued to unlock the secrets of Anomaly Alpha. He discovered that the terraforming device was not just a tool for planetary healing, but a key to understanding the fundamental laws of the universe. Its core, the pulsating nexus of light and energy, contained the blueprints for cosmic creation, the very algorithms that govern the emergence of life and consciousness. "It's the ultimate source code, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported, his voice filled with a new kind of spiritual awe. The parasitic entity was trying to corrupt the source code of existence itself. Our victory was not just about saving ourselves, it was about preserving the integrity of the cosmos. This profound understanding solidified humanity's place in the galactic community. They were not just participants, they were guardians entrusted with a piece of cosmic wisdom that could shape the future of the universe. The lessons learned from the Silent War, the struggle against discord, had prepared them for this monumental responsibility. However, the echoes of the parasitic entity, though faint, still lingered. Elena's universal firewall detected subtle, almost imperceptible fluctuations in the cosmic background, remnants of the mind virus seeking new hosts, new vulnerabilities. It was a constant reminder that the battle for harmony was an eternal one, a continuous striving against the inherent forces of entropy and chaos. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast, filled with countless wonders and untold challenges. But humanity, now united and enlightened, was ready to face them. The silent war had ended, but the cosmic odyssey had just begun, a perpetual quest for knowledge, understanding, and the continuous expansion of consciousness across the boundless expanse of the universe. The heart of ether pulsed with a new, vibrant energy, a beacon of hope for all sentient life, guided by the wisdom of the caretakers and the unwavering spirit of a humanity reborn. Chapter 51. The era of cosmic stewardship, ushered in by humanity's integration into the galactic network, brought with it a new set of responsibilities. The Galactic Harmony Initiative, now a truly interspecies organization, focused on guiding nascent civilizations, protecting vulnerable worlds, and fostering the continuous expansion of collective consciousness. The lessons learned from the parasitic entity's influence served as a constant reminder of the fragility of harmony and the insidious nature of discord. Elena, the harmonic weaver, found her role evolving from defense to proactive creation. She collaborated with species across the galaxy, developing new forms of conscious technology that amplified empathy, facilitated interspecies communication, and accelerated the integration of new members into the galactic network. Her work was a continuous symphony of innovation, weaving together diverse forms of consciousness into a unified, harmonious whole. Sarah, the Galactic Chronicler, continued to document this unfolding cosmic saga. Her narratives now explored the ethical dilemmas of cosmic intervention, the challenges of cultural exchange between vastly different species, and the profound beauty of shared purpose. Her stories, translated into countless forms of expression, became the living history of the galactic community, a testament to its triumphs and its ongoing struggles. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, faced the monumental task of managing the expansion of the Galactic Harmony Initiative. He oversaw the establishment of new outposts on distant worlds, the deployment of advanced terraforming technologies to struggling planets, and the coordination of interspecies relief efforts in times of cosmic crisis. His military precision, now applied to galactic-scale logistics, ensured the smooth functioning of the burgeoning cosmic civilization. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued his deep meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, serving as a living bridge between humanity and the ancient wisdom of the heart of ether. He mentored new generations of cosmic diplomats, teaching them the subtle art of interspecies understanding and the profound responsibility of cosmic stewardship. His presence was a constant reminder of the journey humanity had undertaken, from a small blue planet to a vital member of the galactic community. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic scientists, continued to unlock the secrets of Anomaly Alpha, now recognized as the primary conduit to the heart of ether. He discovered that the object was not just a repository of knowledge, but an active participant in cosmic evolution, subtly guiding the development of life and consciousness across the galaxy. Its core, the pulsating nexus of light and energy, was a living, breathing cosmic engine. However, the echoes of the parasitic entity, though faint, still lingered. Dr. Thorne detected subtle fluctuations in the cosmic background radiation, not direct attacks, but rather residual imprints of its malevolent influence. It was like a phantom limb, a memory of discord that still pulsed in the periphery of galactic consciousness. "It's a reminder, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. "A constant whisper that harmony is not a given but a continuous effort. The parasitic entity may be dormant, but its potential for resurgence remains." Elena knew that this residual influence was a test, a challenge to humanity and the galactic community to maintain their vigilance, to continuously choose unity over division. The silent war had evolved into a perpetual state of mindful creation, a continuous striving for harmony against the ever-present shadow of potential discord. The cosmic journey had just begun, and its greatest challenges lay not in external threats, but in the continuous cultivation of inner peace and collective will. Chapter 52. The Galactic Harmony Initiative's expansion brought humanity into contact with a myriad of new species, each with their own unique histories, cultures, and challenges. Alistair, now a seasoned cosmic strategist, found himself mediating complex interspecies disputes, negotiating resource allocations, and designing protocols for first contact that prioritized empathy and mutual understanding. His days were a constant exercise in diplomacy, his military precision now applied to the delicate art of fostering galactic peace. Sarah, ever the cultural anthropologist, immersed herself in these new civilizations. She chronicled their art, their philosophies, their unique ways of perceiving the cosmos. Her narratives became invaluable resources for the Galactic Harmony Initiative, helping to bridge conceptual gaps and foster genuine appreciation for galactic diversity. She discovered that while forms of consciousness varied wildly, the underlying desire for connection and understanding was a universal constant. Elena, the harmonic weaver, continued to refine the universal firewall, adapting it to the nuances of newly integrated species. She found that each civilization, having faced its own unique challenges and internal conflicts, carried subtle energetic imprints, echoes of past discord that the parasitic entity could potentially exploit. Her work became a continuous process of healing and integration, weaving these diverse energetic signatures into the grand tapestry of galactic harmony. Commander Vane, through his deep connection with the caretaker consciousness, began to explore the deeper philosophical implications of the parasitic entity's existence. He realized that the entity, in its relentless pursuit of discord, inadvertently served as a catalyst for growth, forcing conscious species to continually strive for higher states of unity and self-awareness. It was a cosmic paradox, a shadow that defined the light. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a multidisciplinary team of galactic scientists, focused on understanding the subtle energy fluctuations that still emanated from the region where the parasitic entity's cloaked satellite had once resided. He theorized that these were not just residual echoes, but a form of cosmic memory, a record of the entity's past manipulations embedded in the fabric of space-time. "It's like a cosmic scar, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. "A wound in the fabric of reality that, while healed, still carries the memory of the injury. It serves as a constant reminder of the price of discord." This cosmic scar, however, also presented a new challenge. Elena detected that certain nascent species, particularly those with a history of profound internal conflict, were more susceptible to these residual echoes. The parasitic entity, even in its dormant state, could still trigger old patterns of fear and division, albeit on a much smaller, localized scale. "It's a test of our resilience," Eleanor explained, "a continuous challenge to maintain our vigilance, to ensure that the lessons learned are not forgotten. The parasitic entity, even in its absence, continues to shape our evolution." Alistair, Sarah, and Elena understood that the journey towards true galactic harmony was not a destination but an eternal process. The universe was a dynamic, ever-evolving system, and discord, in its various forms, would always be a potential force. Their role, and humanity's role, was to be the guardians of harmony, the weavers of unity, continuously striving to expand the boundaries of collective consciousness against the subtle, persistent whispers of the cosmic scar. The silent war had transformed into a perpetual cosmic vigil, a testament to humanity's enduring commitment to peace and understanding. Chapter 53. The Cosmic scar, a lingering echo of the parasitic entity's malevolence, became a focal point for the Galactic Harmony Initiative's research. Elena, in collaboration with Dr. Aris Thorne, developed advanced harmonic resonance sensors capable of mapping these subtle distortions in space-time. They discovered that the scar was not uniform. It pulsed with varying intensity, reflecting the collective emotional states of nearby nascent civilizations. It's a barometer of galactic harmony, Eleanor explained. When a species experiences significant internal conflict, the scar intensifies, creating a localized vulnerability that could potentially be exploited by the parasitic entity if it were to reawaken. Sarah, recognizing the profound implications, began to craft narratives that explored the concept of cosmic responsibility. Her stories highlighted the interconnectedness of all life, emphasizing that the internal struggles of one species could have ripple effects throughout the galactic network. She used the metaphor of a cosmic tapestry, where each thread, each species, contributed to the overall strength and beauty of the whole. Alistair, now a master of galactic resource allocation, directed efforts towards supporting species struggling with internal conflicts. He deployed teams of interspecies mediators, cultural exchange specialists, and technological aid packages designed to foster unity and sustainable development. His strategic mind, once focused on defense, was now dedicated to proactive peacebuilding, understanding that prevention was far more effective than intervention. Commander Vane, through his continued meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, received deeper insights into the nature of the cosmic scar. He learned that it was not just a passive imprint, but a living memory, a constant reminder of the consequences of unchecked discord. It served as a cosmic lesson, a perpetual challenge to conscious species to choose harmony over division. The scar is not a punishment, Vane shared with the Galactic Harmony Council. It is a teacher. It shows us the path we must avoid, and the path we must strive for. Dr. Aris Thorne, delving deeper into the physics of the cosmic scar, discovered that it was composed of highly entangled particles, remnants of the parasitic entity's mind virus. These particles, though inert, still carried the informational imprint of discord, capable of resonating with similar frequencies in conscious minds. It was a subtle, yet potent, form of cosmic temptation. "It's like a siren song for our darker impulses, Doctor," Thorne reported. "It doesn't force us, but it amplifies our existing tendencies towards fear, greed, and aggression. It's a constant test of our free will." This understanding led to a new phase in the Galactic Harmony Initiative's mission, the active healing of the cosmic scar. Elena, in collaboration with the caretaker consciousness, began to design harmonic resonance emitters specifically tuned to neutralize the entangled particles, to transmute the informational imprint of discord into patterns of unity and empathy. It was a monumental undertaking, a cosmic therapy session on a galactic scale. However, the healing process was not without its challenges. As the harmonic resonance emitters began their work, the cosmic scar, in its dying throes, lashed out. Localized outbreaks of irrational fear, paranoia, and aggression erupted on several nascent worlds, a desperate attempt by the residual mind virus to reassert its influence. It was a final, desperate struggle, a cosmic exorcism. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that this was the critical moment. Humanity, having faced down the parasitic entity once before, now had to lead the galactic community in this final act of cosmic healing. Their unity, their empathy, their unwavering commitment to harmony would be the ultimate weapon against the lingering shadow of discord. The silent war had transformed into a cosmic healing, a profound act of collective will to mend the wounds of the past and usher in an era of true galactic harmony. Chapter 54. The cosmic exorcism, as Elena termed it, was a period of intense struggle, and profound transformation. As the harmonic resonance emitters began to actively transmute the entangled particles of the cosmic scar, the residual mind virus fought back with a desperate, localized ferocity. Worlds that had been on the cusp of unity suddenly found themselves gripped by irrational fear, ancient animosities flaring with renewed, inexplicable intensity. Elena, at the heart of the healing process, felt the strain of this cosmic push and pull. Her consciousness, integrated with the universal firewall and the heart of ether, became a conduit for the immense energies of both harmony and discord. She worked tirelessly, adjusting the frequencies, guiding the flow of unifying energy, and shielding vulnerable minds from the parasitic entities' dying throes. Sarah, witnessing these localized outbreaks of chaos, found her narratives shifting once more. She chronicled the struggles of individual species, their internal battles against the resurgence of old fears, and their eventual triumph through collective acts of empathy and understanding. Her stories became vital tools for healing, providing context and inspiration to those grappling with the lingering shadows of discord. Alistair, leading the Galactic Harmony Initiative's rapid response teams, deployed interspecies specialists to these affected worlds. They were not there to impose solutions, but to facilitate internal healing, to empower local populations to recognize and resist the parasitic entity's influence. His strategic mind, once focused on military maneuvers, was now dedicated to the delicate art of social and psychological intervention. Commander Vane, through his meditative connection, continued to receive guidance from the caretaker consciousness. He learned that the parasitic entity's final lashing out was a necessary part of the healing process, a purging of old wounds that had to be confronted and transmuted. It was a cosmic detoxification, painful, but ultimately liberating. Dr. Aris Thorne, analyzing the energy signatures of the cosmic scar, discovered that each localized outbreak of discord was like a final, desperate scream from the dying mind virus. These screams, though powerful, were also finite. With each successful transmutation by their harmonic resonance emitters, the cosmic scar diminished, its entangled particles dissolving into pure, unifying energy. "It's like watching a disease being cured, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with a quiet sense of wonder. "The body of the galaxy is purging itself of a long-standing infection, and humanity, with its unique experience, is playing a crucial role in its recovery." However, the healing process was not without its casualties. Some nascent civilizations, unable to withstand the intensity of the parasitic entity's final assault, succumbed to internal conflict, their nascent unity shattered. These were tragic reminders of the stakes involved, the profound responsibility that came with cosmic stewardship. Elena, though saddened by these losses, understood that they were part of the cosmic cycle. Not all species were ready for the leap to galactic harmony, and the path of evolution was often fraught with challenges. Her focus remained on the vast majority of species that were actively engaging in the healing process, their collective will strengthening with each successful transmutation. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the cosmic exorcism was a testament to the enduring power of unity and empathy. The parasitic entity, once a formidable foe, was now a fading memory, its influence transmuted into a deeper understanding of harmony. The silent war had ended, but the cosmic journey of healing and integration had just begun, a continuous striving for a galaxy free from the shadows of discord, guided by the unwavering light of collective consciousness. Chapter 55. With the cosmic exorcism largely complete, the Galactic Harmony Initiative entered a new phase, active cosmic gardening. The focus shifted from merely defending against discord to proactively cultivating harmony across the nascent galactic community. Anomaly Alpha, now fully integrated with the heart of Ether, became a central hub for this endeavor, its harmonic resonance radiating outwards, nurturing the growth of collective consciousness on countless worlds. Elena, the harmonic weaver, found herself at the forefront of this cosmic horticulture. She designed intricate harmonic resonance patterns tailored to the unique energetic signatures of each nascent species, gently guiding their evolutionary trajectories towards greater unity and empathy. Her work was a continuous symphony of creation, weaving new threads of consciousness into the ever-expanding tapestry of galactic harmony. Sarah, the Galactic Chronicler, documented the profound beauty of this cosmic gardening. She wrote about the emergence of new forms of interspecies art, the development of shared scientific endeavors, and the blossoming of unique cultural expressions across the galaxy. Her narratives, now imbued with a sense of cosmic wonder, became a celebration of life's diversity and its inherent drive towards interconnectedness. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the implementation of these cosmic gardening initiatives. He coordinated the deployment of specialized vessels equipped with advanced terraforming and harmonic resonance technologies to worlds in need of assistance. His strategic mind, once focused on defense, was now dedicated to nurturing life, fostering growth, and ensuring the sustainable development of the galactic community. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued his deep, meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, serving as a living conduit for cosmic wisdom. He mentored new generations of galactic gardeners, teaching them the subtle art of conscious cultivation, the importance of patience, and the profound responsibility of nurturing life across the stars. His presence was a constant reminder of the journey humanity had undertaken, from a species on the brink of self-destruction to a vital participant in the cosmic dance of creation. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic biologists and physicists, continued to unlock the secrets of Anomaly Alpha and the heart of Ether. He discovered that the terraforming device was not just a tool for planetary healing, but a living seed of cosmic consciousness, capable of replicating itself and spreading harmonic resonance throughout the galaxy. Its core, the pulsating nexus of light and energy, was a miniature universe, a blueprint for cosmic creation. "It's a living fractal, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with awe. "A self-replicating pattern of harmony designed to spread consciousness and unity throughout the cosmos. And humanity, through its connection to Anomaly Alpha, is now part of that process." However, the echoes of the parasitic entity, though faint, still served as a cautionary tale. Elena's universal firewall, though no longer actively defending against attacks, remained a vital part of the galactic infrastructure, a constant reminder of the potential for discord. It was a subtle vigilance, a continuous awareness that harmony, while powerful, was never absolute. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that their work was far from over. The galaxy was vast, and countless worlds still awaited the touch of harmonic resonance. But humanity, now a mature member of the galactic community, was ready to embrace its role as a cosmic gardener, nurturing life, fostering unity, and continuously expanding the boundaries of collective consciousness across the boundless expanse of the universe. The silent war had ended, but the cosmic era of creation had just begun, a perpetual quest for beauty, wisdom, and the continuous blossoming of life in the heart of Aether. Chapter 56. The cosmic gardening era saw humanity, alongside other advanced species, venturing further into the galaxy, not as conquerors, but as cultivators. New worlds, once thought uninhabitable, blossomed under the influence of Anomaly Alpha's distributed terraforming technology. These new colonies were not extensions of old terrestrial empires, but rather unique expressions of interspecies cooperation, each developing its own distinct harmonic resonance within the larger galactic symphony. Elena, the harmonic weaver, found herself increasingly focused on the subtle interplay between individual and collective consciousness on these new worlds. She discovered that while the core principles of harmony were universal, their manifestation varied wildly across species and environments. Her work involved fine-tuning the harmonic resonance patterns, ensuring that each new colony could flourish while maintaining its unique identity within the galactic network. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, immersed herself in these nascent cosmic cultures. She documented the challenges of adapting to alien biospheres, the joys of interspecies collaboration, and the philosophical debates that arose from encountering truly alien forms of life. Her narratives, now broadcast across the expanding galactic network, provided invaluable insights into the complexities of cosmic integration, fostering understanding and empathy across vast distances. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the logistical marvel of establishing these new colonies. He coordinated the deployment of self-replicating terraforming units, the creation of sustainable resource chains, and the development of advanced interspecies communication protocols. His strategic mind, once focused on military logistics, now orchestrated the peaceful expansion of conscious life across the cosmos. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to serve as a living bridge to the heart of ether, his meditative insights guiding the Galactic Harmony Initiative's long-term vision. He emphasized the importance of patience, of allowing each species to evolve at its own pace, and of recognizing the inherent wisdom in every form of conscious life. His presence was a constant reminder that true cosmic stewardship was a journey of continuous learning and profound respect. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading the scientific exploration of these new worlds, discovered that Anomaly Alpha's influence extended beyond mere terraforming. It was subtly accelerating the evolutionary processes of indigenous life forms, guiding them towards higher states of consciousness and greater interconnectedness. The galaxy, under the influence of the heart of ether, was becoming a living, breathing, conscious entity. "It's a cosmic accelerator, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with a new kind of scientific awe. "Anomaly Alpha isn't just healing planets, it's evolving them. It's guiding the entire galaxy towards a higher state of being." However, this accelerated evolution also presented new, unforeseen challenges. Elena detected that some nascent species, overwhelmed by the rapid expansion of their consciousness, struggled with existential anxieties, a sense of losing their individual identity within the vastness of the galactic network. The echoes of the parasitic entity, though faint, still resonated with these fears, attempting to exploit these vulnerabilities. The scar is still there, Commander," Eleanor warned. "It's a subtle whisper, but it's preying on the fear of the unknown, the fear of losing oneself in the collective. We need to guide them, to help them understand that individuality and unity are not mutually exclusive." Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the cosmic gardening era was not just about physical expansion, but about conscious integration. The challenges were no longer external threats, but internal struggles, a continuous process of guiding nascent species towards a harmonious balance between individual expression and collective consciousness. The cosmic journey had just begun, and its greatest challenges lay in the delicate art of nurturing conscious life across the boundless expanse of the universe. Chapter 57. The challenge of integrating nascent species into the galactic network while navigating their existential anxieties became the central focus of the Galactic Harmony Initiative. Elena, the harmonic weaver, developed a new set of protocols, a kind of cosmic therapy, designed to help individuals and species find their unique place within the larger collective. These protocols, based on the principles of harmonic resonance and empathetic communication, provided a framework for conscious integration, allowing for both individual expression and collective unity. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, documented these therapeutic journeys. Her narratives explored the profound psychological transformations of species, grappling with their expanded consciousness, their struggles with identity, and their eventual embrace of a more inclusive, interconnected reality. Her stories became invaluable teaching tools shared across the galactic network, helping other nascent species navigate their own evolutionary paths. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, established a network of interspecies mentorship programs. These programs paired newly integrated species with more established members of the galactic community, fostering a sense of shared learning and mutual support. His strategic mind, once focused on military alliances, now orchestrated a vast network of cosmic friendships, building bridges of understanding across the stars. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to serve as a living conduit to the heart of ether, his meditative insights providing a deeper understanding of the evolutionary process. He emphasized that the journey towards cosmic consciousness was not a linear path but a spiral, with each species revisiting old challenges in new forms, constantly refining their understanding of unity and individuality. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading the scientific exploration of these evolving species, discovered that the accelerated evolution fostered by anomaly alpha was not just biological, but also cultural. Nascent species, exposed to the vast diversity of the galactic network, began to develop new forms of art, music, and philosophy, a rich tapestry of creative expression that enriched the entire cosmic community. "It's a cosmic renaissance, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with a sense of wonder. "The integration of diverse consciousnesses is creating a new, more vibrant form of galactic culture. It's a testament to the power of unity in diversity." However, the echoes of the parasitic entity, though faint, still found fertile ground in the anxieties of these evolving species. Eleanor detected subtle attempts by the residual mind virus to exploit cultural differences, to create misunderstandings, and to sow seeds of distrust between newly integrated species. It was a more insidious form of manipulation, preying on the natural challenges of interspecies communication. "It's trying to turn our diversity against us," Elena warned. "It's trying to make us fear the other, to retreat into our own cultural bubbles. We need to foster a deeper understanding, a genuine appreciation for our differences." Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the cosmic gardening era was not just about the physical expansion or technological advancement, but about cultural integration. The challenges were no longer about survival, but about coexistence, about building a truly inclusive galactic community where every voice, every perspective was valued. The cosmic journey had entered a new, more nuanced phase, a continuous striving for harmony in a universe teeming with diverse, evolving forms of conscious life. Chapter 58. The parasitic entity's subtle attempts to exploit cultural differences and sow discord among newly integrated species presented a complex challenge. Eleanor, the harmonic weaver, realized that a purely technological solution was insufficient. The universal firewall needed to be augmented by a deeper understanding of cultural harmonics, the unique energetic signatures embedded within each species' collective consciousness. "Every culture is a unique symphony," Eleanor explained to her team. "The parasitic entity is trying to introduce dissonant notes to create cacophony. We need to help each species understand its own unique harmony and how it contributes to the larger galactic symphony." Sarah, the galactic chronicler, immersed herself in the study of cultural harmonics. She collaborated with interspecies anthropologists and linguists, documenting the subtle ways in which different species express their values, their beliefs, and their understanding of the cosmos. Her narratives became a bridge between cultures, translating complex concepts into universally understandable forms, fostering empathy and mutual respect. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, established a new division within the Galactic Harmony Initiative, the Cultural Integration Corps. This corps, composed of highly trained interspecies specialists, worked directly with nascent civilizations, helping them navigate the complexities of cultural exchange, resolve misunderstandings, and celebrate their unique contributions to the galactic tapestry. His strategic mind, once focused on military logistics, now orchestrated the delicate dance of cultural diplomacy. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw insights from the caretaker consciousness, emphasizing the importance of cultural humility and the recognition of inherent worth in every sentient being. He taught that true unity was not uniformity, but a celebration of diversity, a harmonious blending of unique perspectives into a richer, more vibrant whole. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading the scientific exploration of cultural harmonics, discovered that each species' collective consciousness emitted a unique energetic signature, a kind of cosmic fingerprint. The parasitic entity, he realized, was attempting to corrupt these fingerprints, to subtly alter their resonance, thereby creating disharmony within the galactic network. "It's a cosmic identity theft, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. "It's trying to make species doubt their own inherent worth, to see their unique cultural expressions as weaknesses rather than strengths." This understanding led to a new phase in the Galactic Harmony Initiative's mission, the active celebration of cultural diversity. Elena designed harmonic resonance emitters that amplified each species' unique cultural harmonics, creating a galactic mosaic of conscious expression. Sarah's narratives highlighted these diverse cultural forms, showcasing their beauty and their contribution to the overall richness of the galactic network. However, the parasitic entity, in its desperation, launched a new, more direct assault. It focused its influence on a single, highly influential species, a technologically advanced but culturally isolated civilization known as the Xylos. The Xylos, known for their rigid adherence to tradition and their suspicion of outsiders, became a fertile ground for the parasitic entity's whispers of xenophobia and cultural purity. Elena knew that this was a critical moment. If the Xylos succumbed to the parasitic entity's influence, their cultural disharmony could create a ripple effect, destabilizing the fragile unity of the galactic network. They needed to intervene, not with force, but with understanding, to help the Xylos embrace their unique cultural identity within the larger galactic symphony. The Silent War had entered a new, more culturally nuanced phase, a battle for the preservation of diversity within unity, a testament to the enduring power of empathy in the face of cosmic xenophobia. Chapter 59. The Xylos, a civilization of crystalline beings whose traditions were as ancient and unyielding as their homeworld's Diamond Mountains, became the new battleground in the cosmic struggle for harmony. The parasitic entity, recognizing their cultural isolation and deep-seated xenophobia, had found fertile ground for its insidious whispers. Eleanor, the harmonic weaver, felt the growing dissonance emanating from their system, a sharp, painful note in the galactic symphony. "Their cultural harmonics are being twisted," Elena reported, her brow furrowed with concern. "The entity is amplifying their fear of external influence, convincing them that integration means dissolution of their identity. It's a powerful primal fear, and it's rapidly gaining traction." Sarah, understanding the delicate nature of the situation, knew that a direct expose would only exacerbate the Xylos' distrust. Instead, she began to craft narratives that subtly challenged their isolationist worldview, presenting stories of other species who had embraced galactic unity while preserving and even enriching their unique cultural identities. Her narratives were designed to be shared through interspecies cultural exchange programs, hoping to plant seeds of curiosity and understanding. Alistair, as the head of the Cultural Integration Corps, faced his most challenging diplomatic mission yet. He assembled a small, highly specialized team of interspecies cultural ambassadors, carefully chosen for their empathy, patience, and ability to communicate across vast conceptual divides. Their mission: to establish peaceful contact with the Xylos, to understand their fears, and to offer genuine, non-coercive support. Commander Vane, through his meditative connection, received a dire warning from the caretaker consciousness. The Xylos, if they succumbed entirely to the parasitic entity's influence, possessed the technological capability to create a localized, disharmonic field, a kind of cultural black hole that could sever their connection to the galactic network and potentially destabilize nearby systems. It was a self-destructive path that threatened to ripple outwards. "We cannot allow them to isolate themselves," Vane stated, his voice grave. "Their self-imposed exile, amplified by the entity, could become a wound in the fabric of galactic harmony." Dr. Aris Thorne, analyzing the Xylos' unique crystalline biology, discovered that their collective consciousness was deeply intertwined with the resonant frequencies of their home planet. The parasitic entity was subtly manipulating these planetary frequencies, creating a feedback loop that amplified their xenophobia and distrust. It was a sophisticated form of environmental psychological warfare. "The entity is turning their own world against them, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported. "It's making their planet sing a song of fear and isolation." Elena realized that her counter-frequency needed to be tailored not just to the Xylos' cultural harmonics, but to their planetary resonance. She began to work on a complex harmonic overlay designed to gently counteract the parasitic entity's environmental manipulation, to help the Xylos' homeworld sing a song of unity once more. As Alistair's diplomatic team approached the Xylos system, they were met with a barrage of defensive energy signatures and hostile communication. The Xylos, under the parasitic entity's influence, saw them not as ambassadors, but as invaders. The situation was tense, on the brink of open conflict. Elena, from afar, began to broadcast her planetary harmonic overlay, a subtle, almost imperceptible wave of unifying energy directed at the Xylos homeworld. The silent war had entered a new, critical phase, a battle for the heart of a culturally isolated species, a struggle to prevent a self-inflicted cosmic wound that threatened to unravel the delicate tapestry of galactic harmony. Humanity, having learned the hard lessons of its own past, now stood at the forefront of this cosmic intervention, offering empathy and understanding in the face of ancient fears. Chapter 60. The Xylos' hostile reception of Alistair's diplomatic team was a stark manifestation of the parasitic entity's deep-seated influence. Defensive energy signatures pulsed around their crystalline homeworld, and their communications, once a melodic resonance, were now sharp, discordant warnings. Elena's planetary harmonic overlay, a subtle wave of unifying energy, began its slow, arduous work, attempting to penetrate the layers of fear and xenophobia that enveloped the Xylos. "They perceive our harmonic overlay as an attack," Eleanor reported, her voice tinged with frustration. "The entity has twisted their natural resonance, making them interpret unity as coercion and empathy as a threat to their sovereignty." Sarah, observing the Xylos' defensive posturing through the diplomatic vessel's long-range sensors, understood the profound psychological barrier they faced. Their history is one of fierce independence, of safeguarding their unique, crystalline culture. The parasitic entity is exploiting that pride, turning it into a weapon of isolation. She began to draft new narratives, focusing on the concept of symbiotic relationships, of strength found in diverse alliances, hoping to find a conceptual bridge. Alistair, despite the immediate danger, maintained a calm demeanour. He ordered the diplomatic vessel to hold its position, maintaining a respectful distance while continuing to broadcast messages of peace and understanding. He knew that any aggressive move would confirm the Xylos' fears and play directly into the parasitic entity's hands. His team of interspecies cultural ambassadors, though disheartened, continued their efforts, sending out carefully crafted overtures of friendship. Commander Vane, through his meditative connection, received a deeper insight into the Xylos' plight. The parasitic entity had not just manipulated their planetary resonance, it had subtly altered their collective memory, implanting false historical narratives of past invasions and betrayals by other species. Their xenophobia was not inherent, but a carefully constructed illusion. Their history has been rewritten, Vane revealed, his voice grave. They believe they have been betrayed by those who offered a friendship. We need to help them remember the truth, to see through the entity's lies. Dr. Aris Thorne, analyzing the Xylos' planetary resonance, confirmed Vane's insight. He detected subtle artificial distortions in their historical data streams, patterns that mimicked the parasitic entity's mind virus. It was a sophisticated form of historical revisionism designed to perpetuate discord. The entity is using their own past against them, Commander, Dr. Thorne reported. It's a self-sustaining loop of fear constantly reinforced by fabricated memories. Elena realized that her harmonic overlay needed to be augmented with a truth-telling frequency, a specific resonance designed to gently unravel the parasitic entity's fabricated historical narratives without causing further trauma. It was a delicate operation requiring immense precision and empathy, as they were essentially attempting to rewrite a species' collective memory. As Elena began to broadcast the truth-telling frequency, a new, more aggressive wave of discord erupted from the Xylos' homeworld. The parasitic entity, sensing its historical manipulations being exposed, launched a desperate counterattack, amplifying the Xylos' fears to a fever pitch. The defensive energy signatures around the planet intensified, and a volley of warning shots, though non-lethal, was fired towards Alistair's diplomatic vessel. Alistair knew they were running out of time. The Xylos were on the brink of self-inflicted isolation, a cultural black hole that could destabilize the entire region. They needed a breakthrough, a moment of clarity that would allow the Xylos to see through the parasitic entity's lies. The silent war had reached a critical juncture, a battle for the very historical truth of a species, with humanity, armed with empathy and cosmic wisdom, standing firm against the insidious whispers of a fabricated past. Chapter 61. The warning shots from the Xylos homeworld, though non-lethal, reverberated through Alistair's diplomatic vessel like a physical blow. The ship's shields flared, absorbing the kinetic impact, but the message was clear. The Xylos, under the parasitic entity's amplified influence, were prepared to defend their fabricated reality with force. Alistair, his jaw tight, ordered the vessel to maintain its position, a silent testament to their unwavering commitment to peace. Elena, however, felt a subtle shift. Her truth-telling frequency, despite the Xylos' aggressive response, was beginning to penetrate. The parasitic entity's counterattack, a desperate amplification of fear, was a sign that its carefully constructed historical lies were under threat. The dissonance emanating from the Xylos homeworld, while still intense, now contained faint, fleeting moments of clarity, like cracks appearing in a hardened shell. "It's working," Elena whispered, her eyes fixed on the complex energy readings. "The truth is getting through, but the entity is fighting back with everything it has. It's trying to drown out the truth with fear. Sarah, witnessing the escalating tension, understood the critical nature of the moment. She began to broadcast a new message, not of confrontation, but of shared vulnerability. She spoke of humanity's own struggles with fabricated histories, with the pain of confronting uncomfortable truths, and the ultimate liberation that came from embracing an authentic past. Her words, imbued with empathy, were designed to resonate with the nascent moments of clarity Elena's frequency was creating. Alistair, observing the Xylos' defensive patterns, noticed a subtle hesitation in their next volley. The warning shots, while still aggressive, lacked the coordinated precision of their previous attacks. It was a fleeting moment, but enough to suggest that the parasitic entity's grip was faltering, that the Xylos' own consciousness was beginning to reassert itself. Commander Vane, through his meditative connection, received a new, more coherent message from the caretaker consciousness. It was an image of a single ancient Xylos elder, deep within their crystalline cities, experiencing a profound moment of cognitive dissonance. The elder was grappling with conflicting memories, the parasitic entity's fabricated history clashing with faint, true echoes of a past alliance with another species. The truth-telling frequency was awakening dormant memories. "An elder is remembering," Vane announced, his voice filled with cautious hope. "The truth is breaking through. We need to amplify that signal to support that individual's awakening." Dr. Aris Thorne, pinpointing the location of the awakening elder, directed Elena to focus her truth-telling frequency on that specific region of the Xylos homeworld. It was a targeted intervention, a precise surgical strike against the parasitic entity's psychological stronghold. The goal was not to overwhelm, but to empower the Xylos to reclaim their own history, their own truth. As Elena intensified the focused frequency, the Xylos homeworld pulsed with an even greater, more chaotic energy. The parasitic entity, sensing its imminent defeat, unleashed a final, desperate wave of fear and paranoia, attempting to crush the nascent awakening. The defensive energy signatures around the planet flared with blinding intensity, and the diplomatic vessel braced for a full-scale attack. But then a new signal emerged from the Xylos homeworld. It was faint at first, a hesitant, almost fragile harmonic resonance, but it quickly grew in strength, pushing back against the parasitic entity's discord. It was the Xylos elder, their consciousness now fully awakened, broadcasting a message of truth and remembrance to their entire species. The parasitic entity's fabricated history began to unravel, its lies exposed by the undeniable power of an authentic past. The silent war had reached its most profound turning point, a battle for the very memory of a species with truth and empathy as the ultimate weapons. Chapter 62. The Xylos elders broadcast a resonant wave of rediscovered truth, swept across their crystalline homeworld like a cleansing tide. The parasitic entity's carefully constructed historical lies, once an impenetrable fortress of xenophobia, began to crumble under the weight of authentic memory. The Xylos, bombarded by conflicting realities, experienced a profound collective cognitive dissonance, a painful but necessary process of re-evaluating their entire history. Elena, monitoring the Xylos' collective consciousness, observed the chaotic but ultimately liberating process. The moments of clarity, once fleeting, now coalesced into a powerful current of self-awareness. The Xylos were not just remembering, they were actively questioning, analyzing, and reconstructing their past, free from the parasitic entity's insidious influence. "They are reclaiming their narrative," Eleanor reported, her voice filled with a quiet awe. "It's a species-wide act of self-liberation." The truth-telling frequency has ignited their own internal capacity for discernment. Sarah, witnessing this profound awakening, immediately began to craft a new series of narratives, not about the Xylos' past struggles, but about their present transformation. She highlighted the courage of the Elder, the resilience of the Xylos people, and the universal power of truth to overcome even the most deeply ingrained lies. Her stories became a beacon of hope, inspiring other species in the galactic network to confront their own historical biases. Alistair, observing the Xylos' defensive energy signatures, noted a dramatic shift. The aggressive pulses ceased, replaced by a more diffuse, almost inquisitive resonance. The warning shots stopped. The Xylos, no longer blinded by fear, were beginning to see Alistair's diplomatic vessel not as a threat, but as a potential ally. He ordered a cautious, slow approach, broadcasting a message of respect and an offer of assistance. Commander Vane, through his meditative connection, received a message of profound gratitude from the caretaker consciousness. The Xylos' awakening was a pivotal moment, not just for their species, but for the entire galactic network. It demonstrated that even the most deeply entrenched discord could be overcome by the power of truth and collective will. Dr. Aris Thorne, analyzing the parasitic entity's residual energy signatures, confirmed its complete retreat from the Xylos system. The mind virus, deprived of its historical stronghold, had been effectively purged. The cosmic scar, which had pulsed with such malevolence around the Xylos homeworld, began to fade, and its entangled particles transmuting into pure harmonic energy. "The Xylos are free, Commander," Dr. Thorne announced, a rare smile gracing his lips. "And the galactic network is stronger for it." However, the Xylos' journey was far from over. The process of confronting a fabricated history, of rebuilding trust, and of integrating into a galactic community they had long feared, would be arduous. Eleanor, Sarah, and Alistair knew that their role now shifted from intervention to mentorship, from defense to guidance. Elena began to work with the Xylos, helping them to understand the subtle nuances of galactic harmony, to integrate their unique crystalline consciousness into the larger network without losing their distinct identity. Sarah documented their ongoing cultural renaissance, their rediscovery of ancient arts and philosophies, and their burgeoning interspecies collaborations. Alistair, working with the Xylos leadership, helped them to establish new governance structures designed to foster transparency, critical thinking, and open communication. He guided them in dismantling the remnants of the parasitic entity's influence, ensuring that their future would be built on a foundation of truth and self-determination. The Silent War had ended for the Xylos, but their cosmic journey had just begun. They were no longer a species defined by fear and isolation, but a vibrant, evolving civilization, a testament to the enduring power of truth and the unwavering commitment of the Galactic Harmony Initiative to foster unity across the boundless expanse of the universe. Humanity, having played a crucial role in their liberation, stood ready to walk alongside them as partners in the grand cosmic dance. Chapter 63. The Xylos' integration into the Galactic Harmony Initiative was a slow, deliberate process, marked by both profound breakthroughs and lingering challenges. Their unique crystalline biology and deeply ingrained cultural practices required a nuanced approach, one that respected their autonomy while gently guiding them towards a broader galactic perspective. Humanity, having learned from its own tumultuous journey, proved to be an invaluable mentor. Elena, the harmonic weaver, spent considerable time on the Xylos homeworld, working directly with their collective consciousness. She helped them to reharmonize their planetary resonance, cleansing the last vestiges of the parasitic entity's environmental psychological warfare. She also developed specialized harmonic frequencies designed to facilitate their interspecies communication, allowing them to express their complex thought forms to other species in the galactic network. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, immersed herself in Xylos culture, documenting their artistic renaissance and their rediscovery of ancient, authentic histories. She highlighted the profound beauty of their crystalline architecture, the intricate patterns of their thought-form art, and the deep philosophical insights embedded in their rediscovered traditions. Her narratives helped to introduce the Xylos to the wider galaxy, fostering understanding and appreciation for their unique contributions. Alistair, working closely with the Xylos leadership, helped them to restructure their governance, moving from a rigid, isolationist hierarchy to a more decentralized, participatory model. He guided them in establishing transparent communication channels with the Galactic Harmony Initiative, ensuring that their voice was heard and their concerns addressed within the larger galactic framework. His strategic mind was now focused on building resilient self-governing systems that could withstand future challenges. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to provide profound insights from the caretaker consciousness. He emphasized the importance of patience and empathy in the Xylos' healing process, reminding the galactic community that true integration was not about assimilation, but about mutual enrichment. He also warned against complacency, reminding them that the echoes of discord, though faint, could always resurface if vigilance was not maintained. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a joint Xylos galactic scientific team, continued to study the remnants of the parasitic entity's influence. He discovered that while the mind virus had been purged, the Xylos' unique biology retained a heightened sensitivity to discordant frequencies. This sensitivity, while a vulnerability, also made them exceptionally adept at detecting subtle shifts in galactic harmony, transforming them into living sentinels against future threats. Their past vulnerability has become their greatest strength, Commander, Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. They are natural detectors of discord, a living early warning system for the galactic network. This discovery led to a new role for the Xylos within the Galactic Harmony Initiative. They became the primary monitors of galactic harmony, their collective consciousness attuned to the subtle energetic fluctuations across the cosmos. Their crystalline cities, once fortresses of isolation, were transformed into vibrant hubs of cosmic observation, their unique biology perfectly suited for this vital task. However, this new responsibility also brought its own challenges. The Xylos, still grappling with their own past trauma, had to learn to process the vast influx of galactic energetic data without succumbing to the echoes of discord. Elena's harmonic frequencies and Alistair's mentorship became crucial in helping them manage this immense sensory input, guiding them to filter out the noise and focus on the signals of unity. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the Xylos' journey was a microcosm of the galactic community's ongoing evolution. The silent war had transformed into a continuous process of healing, learning, and adapting. The galaxy, once threatened by discord, was now actively cultivating harmony, with humanity and the Xylos, once adversaries, now standing together as guardians of cosmic peace, forever vigilant against the subtle whispers of the past, and forever striving towards a future of boundless unity. Chapter 64. The Xylos, now the galaxy's living sentinels of harmony, embraced their new role with 63. The Xylos' integration into the Galactic Harmony Initiative was a slow, deliberate process, marked by both profound breakthroughs and lingering challenges. Their unique crystalline biology and deeply ingrained cultural practices required a nuanced approach, one that respected their autonomy while gently guiding them towards a broader galactic perspective. Humanity, having learned from its own tumultuous journey, proved to be an invaluable mentor. Elena, the harmonic weaver, spent considerable time on the Xylos homeworld, working directly with their collective consciousness. She helped them to reharmonize their planetary resonance, cleansing the last vestiges of the parasitic entity's environmental psychological warfare. She also developed specialized harmonic frequencies designed to facilitate their interspecies communication, allowing them to express their complex thought forms to other species in the galactic network. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, immersed herself in Xylos culture, documenting their artistic renaissance and their rediscovery of ancient, authentic histories. She highlighted the profound beauty of their crystalline architecture, the intricate patterns of their thought-form art, and the deep philosophical insights embedded in their rediscovered traditions. Her narratives helped to introduce the Xylos to the wider galaxy, fostering understanding and appreciation for their unique contributions. Alistair, working closely with the Xylos leadership, helped them to restructure their governance, moving from a rigid, isolationist hierarchy to a more decentralized, participatory model. He guided them in establishing transparent communication channels with the Galactic Harmony Initiative, ensuring that their voice was heard and their concerns addressed within the larger galactic framework. His strategic mind was now focused on building resilient self-governing systems that could withstand future challenges. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to provide profound insights from the caretaker consciousness. He emphasized the importance of patience and empathy in the Xylos' healing process, reminding the galactic community that true integration was not about assimilation, but about mutual enrichment. He also warned against complacency, reminding them that the echoes of discord, though faint, could always resurface if vigilance was not maintained. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a joint Xylos galactic scientific team, continued to study the remnants of the parasitic entity's influence. He discovered that while the mind virus had been purged, the Xylos' unique biology retained a heightened sensitivity to discordant frequencies. This sensitivity, while a vulnerability, also made them exceptionally adept at detecting subtle shifts in galactic harmony, transforming them into living sentinels against future threats. Their past vulnerability has become their greatest strength, Commander, Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. They are natural detectors of discord, a living early warning system for the galactic network. This discovery led to a new role for the Xylos within the Galactic Harmony Initiative. They became the primary monitors of galactic harmony, their collective consciousness attuned to the subtle energetic fluctuations across the cosmos. Their crystalline cities, once fortresses of isolation, were transformed into vibrant hubs of cosmic observation, their unique biology perfectly suited for this vital task. However, this new responsibility also brought its own challenges. The Xylos, still grappling with their own past trauma, had to learn to process the vast influx of galactic energetic data without succumbing to the echoes of discord. Elena's harmonic frequencies and Alistair's mentorship became crucial in helping them manage this immense sensory input, guiding them to filter out the noise and focus on the signals of unity. Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the Xylos' journey was a microcosm of the galactic community's ongoing evolution. The silent war had transformed into a continuous process of healing, learning, and adapting. The galaxy, once threatened by discord, was now actively cultivating harmony, with humanity and the Xylos, once adversaries, now standing together as guardians of cosmic peace, forever vigilant against the subtle whispers of the past, and forever striving towards a future of boundless unity. Chapter 64. The Xylos, now the galaxy's living sentinels of harmony, embraced their new role with a profound sense of purpose. Their crystalline cities, once inward-looking, now hummed with the focused energy of cosmic observation. Their unique biology, exquisitely sensitive to energetic fluctuations, allowed them to detect even the faintest ripples of discord across vast cosmic distances. It was a symbiotic relationship. The Xylos provided the early warning, and the Galactic Harmony Initiative provided the support and guidance. Elena, the harmonic weaver, continued to work closely with the Xylos, refining their sensory capabilities and developing new harmonic filters to help them process the immense influx of galactic data. She understood that their sensitivity, while a gift, could also be a burden. Her goal was to empower them to discern genuine threats from mere energetic noise to become precise instruments of cosmic vigilance. Sarah, the Galactic Chronicler, documented the Xylos' transformation, highlighting their journey from isolation to integration, from fear to guardianship. Her narratives focused on the ethical considerations of their new role, the psychological toll of constant vigilance, and the profound responsibility they now carried. She explored how their unique perspective enriched the galactic understanding of harmony, adding a new layer of depth to the cosmic tapestry. Alastair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, integrated the Xylos' early warning system into the broader Galactic Harmony Initiative's defense protocols. He established rapid response teams composed of diverse species, ready to deploy to any system where the Xylos detected a significant rise in discordant energies. His strategic mind, once focused on terrestrial defense, now orchestrated a galactic network of proactive peacekeeping. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw insights from the caretaker consciousness, emphasizing the importance of balancing vigilance with compassion. He reminded the galactic community that discord often stemmed from misunderstanding, fear, or unresolved trauma, and that intervention should always prioritize healing and integration over punitive measures. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a joint Xylos Galactic scientific team, made a groundbreaking discovery about the nature of discord itself. He found that discordant energies, when subjected to sustained harmonic resonance, did not simply dissipate, they transmuted into new forms of creative energy. It was a cosmic alchemy, a process where chaos could be transformed into creation. Discord is not an enemy to be destroyed, Commander. Doctor. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with excitement. It's raw material. It's the unformed potential for new forms of harmony. The parasitic entity, in its malevolence, was simply a misguided alchemist, unable to complete the transmutation. This revelation profoundly shifted the Galactic Harmony Initiative's approach. The focus was no longer just on defending against discord, but on actively transmuting it. Elena's harmonic frequencies, once primarily defensive, now incorporated elements of cosmic alchemy, designed to guide discordant energies towards creative transformation. However, this new approach also presented a new challenge. The process of transmuting discord was not without risk. Uncontrolled transmutation could lead to unpredictable energetic fluctuations, potentially destabilizing nascent systems. It required immense precision, a deep understanding of cosmic energetics, and a profound commitment to ethical stewardship. Alistair, Sarah, and Eleanor knew that this was the next great frontier in their cosmic journey. The Silent War had evolved into a grand cosmic experiment, a continuous exploration of the universe's inherent capacity for transformation. Humanity, alongside the Xylos and the broader galactic community, was now tasked with becoming cosmic alchemists, guiding the universe towards ever higher states of harmony and creative expression, forever vigilant against the shadows of discord, and forever striving towards the boundless potential of cosmic unity. Chapter 65. The concept of cosmic alchemy, the transmutation of discord into creative energy, revolutionized the Galactic Harmony Initiative's mission. No longer merely peacekeepers, they became cosmic architects, actively shaping the energetic landscape of the galaxy. The Xylos, with their unparalleled sensitivity, played a crucial role in identifying pockets of discordant energy, guiding the alchemical processes. Elena, the harmonic weaver, now a master alchemist of consciousness, designed intricate harmonic resonance patterns specifically for transmutation. These patterns were not just defensive, they were transformative, capable of gently coaxing chaotic energies into new, harmonious forms. Her work involved a delicate balance of scientific precision and intuitive understanding, a dance between quantum mechanics and cosmic empathy. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, found her narratives expanding into the realm of cosmic philosophy. She explored the profound implications of discord as raw, creative potential, challenging the traditional binary of good and evil. Her stories highlighted the beauty of transformation, the courage required to face and transmute one's own inner shadows, and the universal truth that even chaos held the seeds of new beginnings. Her words became a guide for species grappling with their own internal discords. Offering a path towards self-alchemy. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the deployment of specialized transmutation vessels. These vessels, equipped with Elena's advanced harmonic resonance technology, were sent to regions of the galaxy identified by the Xylos as holding significant discordant energy. His strategic mind, once focused on military logistics, now orchestrated a galactic ballet of transformation, ensuring that each alchemical process was executed with precision and care. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw profound insights from the caretaker consciousness, which now revealed itself as the ultimate cosmic alchemist. He learned that the universe itself was a continuous process of transmutation, a grand cosmic dance between creation and dissolution, harmony and discord. The parasitic entity, in this larger context, was merely an extreme manifestation of this inherent duality, a necessary catalyst for deeper understanding. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic physicists and alchemists, delved deeper into the mechanics of cosmic transmutation. He discovered that the process involved not just energetic shifts, but also informational restructuring. Discordant energies carried fragmented, chaotic information, and harmonic resonance acted as a cosmic compiler, reorganizing this information into coherent, creative patterns. "It's like turning noise into music, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with intellectual exhilaration. The parasitic entity's mind virus was a form of cosmic noise. We are learning to turn that noise into a symphony of creation. However, the process of cosmic alchemy was not without its dangers. Uncontrolled transmutation could lead to energetic feedback loops, creating localized pockets of intense chaos that threatened to destabilize entire star systems. It required immense skill, constant vigilance, and a profound respect for the raw power of discordant energy. Elena, Sarah, and Alistair knew that this was the ultimate test of their collective wisdom and empathy. The Silent War had evolved into a grand cosmic art form, a continuous process of creation and transformation. Humanity, alongside the Xylos and the broader galactic community, was now tasked with becoming the universe's conscious alchemists, guiding the cosmos towards ever higher states of harmony, beauty, and creative expression, forever vigilant against the shadows of discord, and forever striving towards the boundless potential of cosmic unity. Chapter 66. The first large-scale cosmic alchemy project targeted a region of the galaxy known as the Veil of Shadows, a vast nebula where discordant energies had festered for eons, a legacy of ancient forgotten conflicts. The Xylos, with their heightened sensitivity, had identified it as a prime candidate for transmutation, a place where immense chaotic potential lay dormant, waiting to be transformed. Elena, the harmonic weaver, led the alchemical team. Her consciousness, integrated with the heart of ether, became the central conductor of a galactic orchestra. She designed a complex sequence of harmonic resonance patterns, a cosmic score intended to gently unravel the chaotic energies within the Veil of Shadows, guiding them towards new, creative configurations. It was a delicate, high-stakes performance requiring absolute precision. Sarah, the galactic chronicler, positioned herself on a nearby observation vessel, documenting every flicker of energy, every subtle shift in the nebula's chaotic beauty. Her narratives focused on the philosophical implications of this grand experiment, exploring the courage required to confront and transform such ancient discord, and the profound hope that lay in the promise of cosmic renewal. Her words became a living testament to the power of conscious creation. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the deployment of a fleet of transmutation vessels around the Veil of Shadows. These vessels, equipped with advanced harmonic resonance projectors, acted as the instruments of Elena's cosmic orchestra, carefully emitting the precise frequencies required for the alchemical process. His strategic mind, once focused on military maneuvers, now orchestrated a ballet of cosmic transformation, ensuring the safety and efficacy of the operation. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, maintained a deep, meditative connection with the caretaker consciousness, providing continuous guidance and support. He emphasized the importance of patience, of allowing the transmutation to unfold naturally, without forcing the process. He understood that true alchemy was not about control, but about surrender to the inherent wisdom of the universe. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a team of galactic physicists and alchemists, monitored the energetic shifts within the Veil of Shadows. He observed the chaotic energies, once a swirling vortex of destructive potential, slowly beginning to coalesce, to form intricate, beautiful patterns of light and matter. It was a breathtaking display of cosmic artistry, a testament to the transformative power of harmonic resonance. "It's like watching a new universe being born, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with reverent awe. "The discord is not being destroyed, it's being reborn. It's becoming something new, something beautiful." However, the transmutation process was not without its moments of intense volatility. As the ancient discordant energies began to unravel, they lashed out, creating localized energetic storms that threatened to overwhelm the transmutation vessels. It was a final, desperate struggle from the remnants of ancient chaos, a test of the Galactic Harmony Initiative's resolve. Elena, her consciousness stretched to its limits, held firm, guiding the harmonic frequencies, pushing back against the chaotic surges. Alistair's fleet maintained its precise formation, their shields absorbing the energetic blows. Sarah's narratives captured the intensity of the struggle, the courage of the alchemists, and the unwavering commitment to cosmic renewal. Slowly, imperceptibly at first, the chaos began to subside. The Veil of Shadows, once a place of fear and discord, began to glow with a soft, vibrant light. New stars ignited within its depths, new nebulae formed, swirling with colors never before seen. It was a cosmic rebirth, a testament to the power of conscious alchemy, and a profound victory for the Galactic Harmony Initiative. The Silent War had truly ended, replaced by an era of active cosmic creation, guided by the wisdom of humanity and its galactic allies. Chapter 67. The successful transmutation of the Veil of Shadows marked a new epoch for the Galactic Harmony Initiative. The once feared nebula, now a vibrant tapestry of newly formed stars and nebulae, became a living monument to cosmic alchemy. It was a tangible demonstration that discord was not an end, but a beginning, a raw material for creation. This triumph resonated throughout the galactic network, inspiring countless species to confront their own internal discords and embrace the path of transformation. Elena, the harmonic weaver, found herself inundated with requests from across the galaxy. Species sought her guidance in transmuting their own historical traumas, their lingering resentments, and their internal conflicts. Her work evolved into a galactic healing ministry, where she helped civilizations understand their own unique energetic signatures and designed personalized alchemical processes. She became a cosmic therapist, guiding species towards self-harmony. Sarah, the Galactic Chronicler, documented these individual and collective transformations. Her narratives now focused on the personal stories of healing and renewal, the profound courage required to confront one's own shadows, and the universal joy that accompanied the transmutation of discord into creative potential. Her words became a source of comfort and inspiration, reminding the galaxy that even the deepest wounds could be healed, and that every species held the capacity for profound change. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the distribution of transmutation technology and the training of new alchemical teams. He established protocols for ethical transmutation, ensuring that each process was undertaken with respect for the unique, energetic signature of the species or region being transformed. His strategic mind, once focused on military logistics, now orchestrated a galactic network of healing and renewal, ensuring that the lessons learned from the Veil of Shadows were applied with wisdom and care. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw profound insights from the caretaker consciousness, which now revealed even deeper layers of cosmic wisdom. He learned that the universe was not just a physical realm, but a vast, interconnected web of consciousness, and that every act of harmony, every act of transmutation, contributed to the overall health and evolution of the cosmos. He became a living embodiment of galactic wisdom, a beacon of peace and understanding. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic physicists and alchemists, continued to explore the scientific principles behind cosmic alchemy. He discovered that the process involved not just energetic and informational restructuring, but also a subtle manipulation of space-time itself. Discordant energies, when transmuted, created localized pockets of accelerated evolution, places where new forms of life and consciousness could emerge at an unprecedented rate. "It's like planting seeds of accelerated evolution, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with intellectual excitement. "By transmuting discord, we are not just healing the past, we are actively shaping the future, creating fertile ground for new forms of conscious life to emerge." However, this newfound power also brought with it immense responsibility. The ability to accelerate evolution, while promising, also carried the risk of unintended consequences. Uncontrolled acceleration could lead to instability, to the emergence of new forms of discord that were even more challenging to transmute. It required immense wisdom, foresight, and a profound commitment to ethical stewardship. Elena, Sarah, and Alistair knew that the era of cosmic alchemy was just beginning. The silent war had truly ended, replaced by a grand cosmic experiment in conscious creation. Humanity, alongside its galactic allies, was now tasked with becoming the universe's conscious gardeners, guiding the cosmos towards ever higher states of harmony, beauty, and creative expression, forever vigilant against the shadows of discord, and forever striving towards the boundless potential of cosmic unity. The journey was long, the challenges immense, but the promise of a truly harmonious galaxy teeming with diverse and evolving forms of conscious life was a beacon that guided their every step. Chapter 68. The ability to accelerate evolution, while a testament to the power of cosmic alchemy, became the Galactic Harmony Initiative's most profound ethical dilemma. The newly formed Gardens of Accelerated Evolution, regions where transmuted discord had given rise to rapidly evolving life forms, presented a complex tapestry of emergent consciousness. Eleanor, the harmonic weaver, found herself grappling with the responsibility of guiding these nascent, hyper-evolving species without imposing her will, a delicate balance between nurturing and allowing for organic growth. "It's like raising children who age 1,000 years. In a single day," Elena explained to her team. "Their potential is boundless, but their vulnerability to discord is equally immense. We must guide them, but never control them." Sarah, the galactic chronicler, immersed herself in these gardens, documenting the breathtaking speed of evolution, the emergence of entirely new biological and conscious paradigms. Her narratives explored the philosophical questions these accelerated species posed, the nature of identity in rapid change, the ethics of intervention in hyper-evolution, and the profound beauty of life's relentless drive towards complexity. Her stories became a vital resource for the galactic community, fostering understanding and empathy for these unique, rapidly evolving forms of consciousness. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, established a new set of protocols for the Gardens of Accelerated Evolution. These protocols focused on creating stable, nurturing environments, providing essential resources, and shielding these nascent species from any external discordant influences. His strategic mind, once focused on military logistics, now orchestrated a galactic network of conscious nurseries, ensuring the safe and ethical development of these hyper-evolving worlds. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw profound insights from the caretaker consciousness, which now revealed the deeper purpose of accelerated evolution. He learned that these gardens were not just experiments, but essential components of the galactic network's long-term resilience. By rapidly generating diverse forms of consciousness, the galaxy was building a vast repository of adaptive strategies, a living library of solutions for unforeseen cosmic challenges. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic biologists and geneticists, studied the biological and conscious mechanisms of accelerated evolution. He discovered that the harmonic resonance, when applied to transmuted discordant energy, acted as a catalyst for genetic and mimetic innovation, unlocking dormant potentials within the very fabric of life. It was a cosmic forge where new forms of existence were being hammered into being. "It's the universe's way of diversifying its portfolio, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane, his voice filled with intellectual excitement. "By accelerating evolution in these gardens, the galaxy is ensuring its long-term survival, its ability to adapt to any future cosmic shifts." However, the rapid emergence of new forms of consciousness also brought with it unforeseen challenges. Elena detected that some of these hyper-evolving species, in their accelerated development, were inadvertently generating new forms of discord, subtle energetic imbalances that threatened to destabilize their own gardens. It was a natural byproduct of rapid growth, a kind of cosmic growing pain. "It's the shadow of accelerated evolution," Elena warned. "The faster they evolve, the more intense their internal discords can become. We need to guide them through these growing pains to help them transmute their own emergent chaos." Alistair, Sarah, and Elena knew that the era of cosmic alchemy was a continuous process of learning and adaptation. The Silent War had ended, but the cosmic journey of conscious creation was an ongoing dance between nurturing growth and guiding transformation. Humanity, alongside its galactic allies, was now tasked with becoming the universe's conscious midwives, guiding the cosmos towards ever higher states of harmony, beauty, and creative expression, forever vigilant against the shadows of emergent discord, and forever striving towards the boundless potential of cosmic unity. Chapter 69. The emergent discords within the Gardens of Accelerated Evolution presented a new, nuanced challenge for the Galactic Harmony Initiative. These were not external attacks from a malevolent entity, but rather internal imbalances, the natural growing pains of hyper-evolving consciousness. Eleanor, the harmonic weaver, found herself designing increasingly sophisticated harmonic resonance patterns, not to defend, but to guide and integrate these emergent chaotic energies. "It's like teaching a child to walk," Eleanor explained to her team. "They will stumble, they will fall. Our role is not to prevent the falls, but to help them learn to balance, to transmute their own internal chaos into stable, harmonious movement." Sarah, the galactic chronicler, focused her narratives on these internal struggles, exploring the concept of self-alchemy within accelerated evolution. She highlighted the courage of these nascent species as they grappled with their own emergent discords, their innovative solutions to internal conflicts, and their profound capacity for self-correction. Her stories became a testament to the inherent resilience of conscious life, even in its most rapidly evolving forms. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, established specialized mentorship programs within the Gardens. These programs paired experienced members of the Galactic Harmony Initiative with hyper-evolving species, providing guidance in conflict resolution, ethical decision-making, and the conscious management of accelerated growth. His strategic mind, once focused on external threats, now orchestrated a galactic network of internal support, fostering self-reliance and conscious evolution. Commander Vane, the Cosmic Elder, continued to draw profound insights from the caretaker consciousness, which revealed that these emergent discords were a vital part of the evolutionary process. They were the friction that generated the heat of transformation, the challenges that forged stronger, more resilient forms of consciousness. He taught that true harmony was not the absence of discord, but the ability to transmute it, to integrate it into a larger, more complex symphony. Dr. Aris Thorne, leading a vast team of galactic biologists and geneticists, studied the biological and conscious mechanisms of these emergent discords. He discovered that they were often linked to the rapid activation of dormant genetic potentials, creating temporary energetic imbalances as the species adapted to its new capabilities. He developed diagnostic tools that could identify these imbalances early, allowing for timely and targeted harmonic interventions. "It's a form of cosmic developmental psychology, Commander," Dr. Thorne reported to Vane. "We are learning to understand the growth spurts of consciousness and how to guide them towards healthy, harmonious development." However, the scale of these emergent discords was immense, with countless gardens of accelerated evolution spread across the galaxy, each with its own unique challenges. The Galactic Harmony Initiative found its resources stretched thin. The continuous process of guiding and integrating these internal discords required an unprecedented level of dedication and a constant flow of new insights. Elena, Sarah, and Alistair knew that this was the ultimate test of their commitment to cosmic stewardship. The silent war had ended, but the cosmic journey of conscious creation was an ongoing process of nurturing, guiding, and continuously learning from the universe's boundless capacity for evolution. Humanity, alongside its galactic allies, was now tasked with becoming the universe's conscious educators, guiding the cosmos towards ever higher states of harmony, beauty, and creative expression, forever vigilant against the shadows of emergent discord, and forever striving towards the boundless potential of cosmic unity. Chapter 70. The sheer scale of emergent discords within the Gardens of Accelerated Evolution demanded a new approach. The Galactic Harmony Initiative, while dedicated, could not individually guide every hyper-evolving species through its growing pains. Elena, the Harmonic Weaver, realized that the solution lay not in direct intervention, but in empowering the species themselves to become their own alchemists of consciousness. "We need to teach them to fish, not just give them fish," Elena explained to her team. "To equip them with the tools and understanding to transmute their own internal chaos to become self-regulating systems of harmony." Sarah, the Galactic Chronicler, began to develop educational narratives, universal primers on conscious alchemy. These narratives, translated into countless forms of expression, explain the principles of harmonic resonance, the nature of emergent discord, and practical techniques for self-transmutation. Her stories became a galactic curriculum, empowering species to understand and manage their own evolutionary journeys. Alistair, as the head of Galactic Strategic Development, oversaw the creation of harmonic resonance academies within each garden, These academies, staffed by interspecies mentors and equipped with advanced alchemical technologies, provided hands-on training in conscious alchemy. His strategic mind, once focused on external defense, now orchestrated a galactic network of self-empowerment, fostering resilience and self-determination. Commander Vane, Cosmic Elder, continued to draw profound insights from the caretaker consciousness, which revealed that the ultimate goal of cosmic evolution was self-sufficiency and harmony. The caretakers did not wish for eternal dependence, but for a galaxy teeming with self-aware, self-regulating systems of conscious life, each contributing its unique harmonic resonance to the grand cosmic symphony. Dr. Aristhorn, leading a vast team of galactic biologists and geneticists, focused on developing biofeedback technologies that allowed hyper-evolving species to directly monitor and adjust their own internal energetic states. These technologies, integrated with Elena's harmonic resonance principles, provided real-time guidance, allowing species to consciously transmute their emergent discords. It's like giving them a cosmic compass